Hey, all you cats and kittens. I just love that Carol Baskin thing. Do you remember that Carol Baskin?
Good.
Carol Baskin and the whole Joe Exotic thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I saw that she closed down her refuge,
Oh, really?
wherever it was. I found a place we need to try. It's in Rogers. It's called, I don't know, it's on TikTok. It's like 80s and 90s thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Hey Yogi, how you doing? I was just coming on here for a little bit to do an update on Jumpstart over here. Look at him, and he looks so sad.
I don't care to you either.
Um, so it was an upper GI bleed, like it was before, and he said his throat's hurting. This time they had to do 6 bands, which apparently is pretty intense. He was in ICU last night, and tonight he's on the step down unit, so I was able to stay with him tonight, hoping I don't
Yay, yay.
hope I don't get caught by any nurses.
Yeah, they said that you can't post a cord. Wow, they probably gonna do something wrong.
Probably like a lawsuit thing.
In case they do something wrong.
I guess so.
I mean,
Thank you so much.
well,
Oh, Yogi Wifey said we are praying for you. Yogi said I hope you feel better soon.
after we walk in, we're gonna have to act like we ain't doing nothing. Yeah,
The
y'all
life,
don't, y'all be real quiet. The nurses walk in.
the life of content creators recording where you're not supposed to record.
I mean, I don't see what if they do the job, why they would be a big deal.
Yogi's wife said we were just talking about you guys and the gift we have to send out to y'all.
Yeah, there's somebody out there. Hey, what?
Hey Glenn, glad to see you too. Huh?
Somebody out there.
Oh, they're just walking back and forth. It just makes me nervous. You know what? I've never understood, because I watch a lot of TikTok. I never understood how these content creators can like go in Walmart and stuff and like record videos or be like recording while they're shopping or checking out. Like I'm embarrassed. Like I'm too nervous to do that stuff in front of
I
people.
do it Lowe's. And you, yeah, I do.
People be like dancing or like they'll be like they'll. I don't know if they have like a tripod set up in the checkout aisle, or I think I've seen somewhere you can clip it to your buggy, but they'll be like checking out and stuff. Well, I would be too embarrassed. Oh, Yogi says I see people recording in the hospital all the time. Well, there's these rules over here. Hi, Mr. Guru. There's these rules over here that says you're not supposed to take videos or photos in the room, and I've never ever seen that posted like anywhere. So it's kind of weird. See how YouTube, I'm gonna have to subscribe to you, Yogi Wifey. I just, I would feel just super duper awkward.
Who had the wife?
Huh?
Who had the wife?
Yogi.
Oh, Yogi had a wife. He didn't look old enough to have a wife. I
Uh,
expected him to be older than that when I see him.
she says I'm just starting out my YouTube and even asking my hubby to record me feels funny still. And he said you look a little crazy too. Do that, Yogi. Steven said you don't look old enough to have a wife. Says the person who got married when he was like 17.
Dang it.
What do you keep doing over there with the TV? Or you must be like laying on the speaker.
I am.
You're
I'm
wrapped.
dead.
You're wrapped up under here.
No. Oh.
Let it go.
uh,
There we go. So Henry, he had an upper GI bleed from those. Yogi said 34.
Oh, wow. I didn't think he was 34.
He had an upper GI bleed, and so they had to go and do 6 bands on those esophageal varices. Um, and so they just wanted to. They have them on.
The thing about it is, I told him exactly what it was when I got to the hospital. Remember? And they was like, well, you pretty much know. You can tell, so we'll take you on back. We're not even going to do. And they did, and then they done tests, and sure enough, I already knew what it was. You know, I knew I was bleeding inside, and wait,
Yeah, the doctor told me that his stomach was like full of blood, and then we found out later that apparently he either coughed up or vomited up blood during the procedure, so they had to intubate him.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. They didn't. I don't even remember talking to the doctor apparently.
I mean, why would a doctor talk to you while you're under anesthesia? That just seems weird.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling nothing.
That's just weird. So he's taking pantoprazole, which is like acid reflux medicine, and this I think is some kind of like antibiotic. But when we were in ICU, they said they said that his vitals looked good, his color looked good, and so they said nothing indicated any more internal bleeding. Um, but they did end up giving him a unit of blood last night. No good pills. He did get.
Oh, let me tell y'all. I've had morphine before, but I don't know if I had that much. But anyway, they said we're gonna give you something. This was that last night. Now that stuff they gave me in surgery. I don't know what the hell it was? I
No,
don't.
they gave you Michael Jackson drugs. If they
Oh
told
yeah,
you
they said what told me they got me because it. Look, now I know why Michael Jackson took it. But
that
anyway,
propofol.
yeah, because you don't even know you're in the world. I mean, you don't even know when you left the world. I mean, really. But anyway, she said, I'm going to give you 4 milligrams of morphine. Now, I don't know if that's very much or not, but she said, it's going to hit you hard. And I ain't had nothing to eat. Y'all got to mind that I hadn't had nothing to eat for, what, all day?
Yeah, since that early that morning.
And she gave me that shot in my IV, and I'm talking about, bam, it like, oh, it made me sick to my stomach. My head went like, whoa.
I know he was holding him on. He was like, "Whoa,
I mean,
whoa," like several times.
I mean, I, I don't, I mean, it wasn't a good feeling to start with. Of course, after the sick stomach, well, yeah, you don't feel nothing. But I mean, it's like I really don't know how people can take drugs like that because it scared me. I mean, it hit me. My head's like,
I mean, imagine those people like on hospices and stuff. They have like liquid morphine.
oh, I know, and they on drips. That stuff hit me, y'all. I'm like, boom. So they gave me the next day. I had to get 2 more. I got two
I mean,
milligrams.
last night.
Or last night I got 2 milligrams of morphine, and it hit me, but it wasn't nothing like that 4 milligrams. I was ready last night though, but that 4 milligrams, oh my gosh! But I mean, it done the job, but it made me so sick. I didn't throw up, but it felt like I could just my whole stomach. It just felt like it turned inside out. It's weird. Now I've took stronger pain medicine before, but I don't know. It didn't do me like that morphine.
Well, pill form and
Yeah,
straightening your
that's
veins, two
true.
different things.
Now the soldiers. Back in the old days when you watched all them war films.
Mm-hmm.
Them soldiers get bad
Mm-hmm.
shape, missing limb stuff, and they inject them. They have them little pins of morphine. They carry it. The medics carry the morphine. Supposed to be morphine, but anyway, they had to inject them with that. Two or three of them, and they didn't.
But imagine though, probably back then it probably was a lot stronger.
Oh yeah, because
No
it wasn't. Yeah,
regulations.
no. In the military, I'm sure that morphine ain't no telling how stout it was. So, I mean, you could have your legs missing, and they give you one, and you'd be like, huh, I think I got my legs back. No, I'm not. I'm not laughing about that because our soldiers. I love all my soldiers, but good thing
Hey,
they had something
Randy.
like that.
Yeah, you said you feel it through your veins. Next thing you know, you're on the moon.
Oh, I mean,
I've had a lot of surgery.
it was like, but that Michael Jackson drug they give me, they called it. I mean,
Propofol.
I was talking to the doctor that done the surgery right before, and they were to get me prepped, and I absolutely don't even know when they gave it to me. I don't remember nothing.
He was really quick because you left the yard. I drove around, parked, went to the waiting room. They told me to go to the other waiting room, and I probably wasn't sitting there for very long. He was coming out,
Yeah, it don't
drinking
take
coffee.
it don't take them long
They
to
told me it was
go.
like 10 minutes.
They go in there with that big thing at tube that goes down there. It's got a microscope and a little claw in it. The claw.
I forgot you told me about the thing, but I actually with 600 pound life, he does those endoscopes, and I've finally like seen one
Yeah,
for real.
don't take them long. They do so many of them.
Henry said, "I'll be praying for you."
He got on to me pretty hard though. for letting it get to that point.
Thanks, cool kid. Glenn says send in prayers, get better, and get out of there.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm getting out tomorrow. Of course, if I do, y'all know where well, I might have to actually take it easy for a day or two this time because I ain't bouncing back as quick as, it's funny when you get older. It just don't. But I got to get my house. I got to get started back on my house, building on my cabin. But I might have to actually take it easy a couple of days. Uh,
Yeah, no walls this weekend.
Probably not much of nothing. Huh.
I mean, road trip?
It ain't gonna be no pay. Wait, what? It ain't gonna be no paycheck this week. I ain't worked today.
Oh, you probably won't work it all this week.
No, I can't get on that rough machine.
Dude, what is Colton gonna do? I wonder what they've been doing the past 2 days.
Oh no, Justin texted me, go, hey man, you okay? You still in the hospital? And I told him, I might try to, if I get out tomorrow, I might try to go out and do something Thursday. But I don't know if it'd be a smart thing to do. But, when they bandage him off, it's like an open.
That's why you had to be on bed rest for
Yeah.
a little bit. Hey, mister, how you doing?
Hey, mister.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get him to Yogi said Gage can finish the house.
Yeah, Gage. I ain't seen him in.
Since actually you've seen him yesterday morning, but he wasn't awake.
I miss seeing my Gage. That's harder than anything.
So, for the people coming in, Stephen had an upper GI bleed from this non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. It's called esophageal varices, and they had to go and put 6 bands on him, which is they said his stomach was full of blood. Apparently, he threw up or coughed up blood in the procedure, and they had to intubate him, which was another reason why he was in ICU last night. Just to monitor him, and they said we have to come back in like 8 weeks. Like we need to come back,
He
which
told me I better come back.
which I explained to them. It was a whole financial thing, and I even explained to him that they wouldn't let us schedule anything until we paid off that whatever we need to pay off. And he was like, "Oh yeah, they do that." I guess he can't do nothing about it.
That's crazy. But
Yes, Steven is misengaged so much. I'm gonna bring him up in the morning for a little bit.
I asked him, ain't Pope no kids up here. I said, well, he's a sweet little boy. I didn't tell him the truth. I said he's sweet for about 2 minutes, and then once he gets, but that's all right. He can stay up here till they run him out anyway.
So he's gonna run you out.
Well, they might run me out with him, but I got to see him. I sure miss him. But,
Yeah, this has been an ongoing thing for I guess 3 years now since we found out about it.
It's just getting worse. It gets worse, progressively gets worse.
Well, you're supposed to go in every 4 weeks for maintenance. Like they're supposed to check it and
Coffee.
and ban it if they need.
I'm gonna get personal. I need to poop and I can't. So coffee, the big X-Lax coffee, good old coffee. And I'm not talking about Kmart coffee. They make good coffee or whatever that is.
Circle K.
Circle K.
I don't even know if the Kmart open anymore.
But it's not the actual coffee. They don't have bad coffee. That's not what I'm saying.
You know what I saw they had, which I need to go get? They had cookies and cream coffee.
What?
Yes.
What? And let me tell y'all something. The crap that they give y'all on liquid diet food here. I mean, it is stained. I mean, absolutely stained water.
Oh, he's definitely a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh my God.
I say that all the time. It's funny you said that. I call him a Sour Patch Kid all the time.
I gotta have my coffee.
But yeah, Steven couldn't eat at all yesterday, and they didn't want him to really. He just got ice chips because they didn't want him to open anything, or in case they had to do another procedure if he was still bleeding. They had to go and do something called a TIPS. Apparently, they don't do them very often, and it's not something you want to get done, from what one of the ICU nurses told me.
Got 2 IVs. I got stuff.
So he just got put on the liquid diet.
Look where they stuck me there and moved that vein around. Look how it's turning blue. No, well, it's there. See, they bruised me. Look, that's like 3 or 4 pokes right there. I told them they can't. My veins move, but they didn't. They hurt. They was hurting me, y'all. That's like they finally had to get. I'm gonna tell you what. 2 women nurses, they kept on hit on that side. This side didn't. I mean, that's like 4 or 5 pokes there, or maybe more. And finally, they got this uh, guy nurse.
His name was Stephen too.
His name was Stephen too, and he was excellent. Got it first time. Didn't hurt, but I mean, he hit the vein
He also
very.
was using an ultrasound machine.
But yeah, but I mean, I remember last time that one was using it, she couldn't ever
Not
get
an
it.
ultrasound machine. They were using a vein finder. It's
Yeah,
different.
but they was using a vein finder too.
But apparently, Stephen is ex-military.
Yeah,
He was a
he had.
a
It sure
medic.
was. And see, they in the field, they have to do that stuff quick. They ain't got time to sit there and.
Speaking of the military, sorry, I saw this video on Facebook, and this lady was saying that she doesn't think that veterans,
That offended me, and I'm not even a veteran.
the military shouldn't get 10% discount at places because as taxpayers we already pay for everything for
And it's
them.
because of their butt that she's getting to make that video and getting to talk some smack like that. It's because of them military people, because she's able to do that freely. And she was talking about they don't. Oh, but yet, well, I'm just not gonna get in. Yeah, I think they deserve. Yeah, I think they deserve a lot more.
They deserve a lot more. I'm like 10%. That's like equivalent to sales tax. I mean, 10% is nothing.
But that's just the way I feel about it. I stand behind my military. Our military, I stand behind them. Them boys get, not all them boys make as much money as you think, and they get paid to go out there and defend us, our freedom, and our life for not that much money.
It should be a law that get a discount.
But anyway,
Yogi said she should be sent to North Korea.
so Yogi's got a wife. That's hard to believe.
Yeah, I had to show him that video that other day, Yogi,
And
with you in it.
yeah, Yogi's got hair just like Gage, by the way.
Claw
Everybody.
out there.
Yeah.
Stephen was like, "What is that on his face?"
Yeah. Uh, and it just, you know how you talk to people and you're not, they don't, I mean, he's a good looking young man, but I'm just saying, how you talk to people and they just don't look the way you think they look
It's so
when you,
funny when we finally get to see our people that we
I'm
talk to
looking
every
and I
day.
said, that's Yogi? I actually thought Yogi was like an old dude or something like it, my age or something like that, but he's not.
Because I know and it's because I think we have an older crowd that watches
Yeah, a
us.
lot, yeah. Yeah.
Lee said, "Wow, wasn't expecting to see this. Stephen, take care and speedy recovery, my friend."
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I knew it was coming on. I told Angelica about, what was it, Friday? I was getting sick in my stomach, and when you have something like this happen to you before, I told her, I said, I remember I told you, I said, I'm bleeding inside again, I think. I said, I think I'm on. Actually, I almost went to the emergency
That
room
was
then,
Sunday.
Sunday. But, before that, I was
I'm
telling
Sunday,
you, I was
Saturday.
sick to my stomach. I said, I'm bleeding. I said, I already knew it. I already knew what was going on, but I was trying to tough it out. I'm hard headed because I hate hospitals. And I figured, in my mind, I'd get better, if I just kind of tough it out. Well, this kind of stuff you don't tough out. You don't get better. It
You
just
get
don't,
worse.
yeah, you get worse. You just finally you bleed to death, uh, is what happens. And if you don't bleed to death, that blood gets in your guts and stuff, then you get infections and just one thing leads to another. It's not good. So, but anyway, I didn't have no choice yesterday. I went to work that morning, got on my machine, and boy, it hit me. I couldn't, I got sick. I mean, oh my God, y'all, I felt like it was the end again. So I got my skidder driver, and I said, you're going to have to back my truck over here, my pickup over here to my loader. I said, I don't know if I can even get down. So I finally managed to get down, and I got my pickup, and I went to the house, which was not working very far for the house. I done called Angelica. I said, you're going to have to come get me. I said, I got to go to the commercial room. I said, I done waited too late again. And I called them back. I said, scratch it out. I said, you're gonna have to call the ambulance. They're gonna have to come and get me because I was gonna go to Arkadelphia, and everybody knows me. For me to go to Arkadelphia, I got to be just about dying. So, but they got there finally, and they said, no, we're not going to take you to Arkadelphia. We're going to take you on the hot
Oh,
springs.
was their idea?
Yeah, it was their ideal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh
You didn't tell me
no,
that. I thought you
no,
told them
no, it was
about.
their ideal. They said we're not. They said, where'd you get this procedure? No, where you been going? I said, Hot Springs. They said, well, I think it's best if you go back to Hot Springs.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Not to talk about anybody, but the hospital in Arkadelphia probably would have sent you home with some tums.
yeah, like yeah, that's a long story, y'all. When I messed my leg up, but yeah.
There was somebody
So
else talking about Arkadelphia that they misdiagnosed her and she had like gallstones, bad gallstones.
yeah, but now I love my doctor at Arkadelphia, my personal doctor, Dr. McDonald. I love him, but the and the sad part about it is I love Baptist in Arkadelphia. It's a Baptist hospital. It's just a small hospital. They don't hold up to their standard of being Baptist like in Little Rock. I mean, they're a good hospital.
Which is crazy to me because it's a brand name hospital. It's not like
Yeah,
it's a,
yeah.
a city
It's
hospital.
not a generic hospital.
Well, you know,
I know it's well,
it's
but
kind of hard to explain, but it's
yeah,
not like a.
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, they're part of a franchise basically. It's not like National Park here. Like
Oh, that coffee's good.
it's part of a franchise,
Coffee's good.
and they're not no better.
And
Yeah.
these hospital beds are not 5-star rated.
Well, I mean, imagine when I was pregnant, these beds are
I
worse
know,
than that.
I know,
It was like a thin little pad so they could break it down if they needed
I
to.
know. But I'm hoping out here tomorrow, be back in the wild again. I'm a caged up animal right now. You know how caged up animal, if you get caged up too long, you chew your own arm off, try to get loose.
It was a good thing in the hospital if you start chewing your own arm off.
Yeah, yeah.
Sent to the psych floor.
You gotta laugh about stuff. But the thing about it is, the whole point of the story is that what I got is going to progressively get worse. My sister died from the same exact thing, and the thing about it is, she didn't even get hers wasn't even to this point, and she died from hers. She never had to have varicose veins.
It's not.
No, and that's what's weird. Mine's already to that point that I don't know much, a whole lot about it. But if you read up about it, when it gets to the point, your varicose veins, it starts, your liver's like a kidney, like a filter, and it builds up pressure in the veins, and it makes them pop, and because your filter is not, the blood flow is not going through your liver as good, and that's what happens. And the more of your liver dies, the worse it gets. Uh, and mine's already to the point that that's happening, and it's kind of scary because I don't know. But you can also, there's another procedure that they actually would do now. The only thing about it is what they do. They go in there. My liver doctor told me this. They go in there and put or was it the liver doctor told me that, or that guy that was going to do the procedure on the.
Oh yeah, what did we go see that guy for?
Yeah, but anyway, they told me they could put a tube through your liver, and what it does is put a tube in your liver, and it bypasses in your liver. But then again, that blood flows clearer. More. But then you have to go like what they say, dialysis or something, or every few weeks to have your, because it's not catching all the infections in your body.
We saw that guy about your neck. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. When I was going to have that
Yeah, that surgery.
surgery, but anyway, you don't remember them telling me about that?
Yeah, I remember them telling me about the procedure, but I don't remember all the details.
But then you just take a risk of all that. Uh, probably staying sick more.
What he needs to do is stop working.
Yeah.
That's what I wish. we can get in a position where he could stop working
I
and
go back to Dr. McDonald. He might make me. He might
draw his
not give me
disability.
no choice. He's been telling. He's been
Well,
trying
can he give me some money then?
to. No, I mean he
I
knows it's
mean,
rough.
they say that most people get denied their first time. I mean, we've never talked to any of your other doctors about it, but
I mean, people that knows me knows I'm not lazy. I got up and went to work that morning, Monday morning, even as bad a shape as I was in, losing blood, bleeding, and I still went out there to work to a logging job. It's not easy work anyway, and was going to try to put my day in. So, you know,
yeah, we were talking to the nurse in ICU, and they say, it's bad when a former, a logger, or what else? What is it? Really, any guy comes to the ER, really, because
yeah,
they wait till they're about to die
yeah.
before they go to the get
Sometimes
help.
it's worse when you do that. But my daddy never hardly ever went to the. My daddy was. I'm hard headed like my daddy, I guess. But you're not Superman anymore. I'm not. I never was Superman, but you go to that stage in your life, you think, your body's tough and you can do, overcome anything, just tough it out and come to a point in your life where that Superman mentality don't don't help, it don't work anymore.
You build my house and then you take it easy. I'm gonna need my house.
This daggone.
Yeah, I love him. I care about him getting better. Don't. It's just a joke. Well, actually, it's not a joke, but it's a joke.
Look, I'm ET. See that?
Hey, Fred.
ET. See this right here? ET's finger glowing. I'm ET. Going on.
He might not, Henry. I had talked to a disability attorney because apparently you can go through one of them to like go through the paperwork and stuff. But they were telling me that he can't make over like 15. They said usually the magic number they see is you can't make over 1550 a month. Because if you do, they will see it that you have how they call it, gainful employment, and you don't need disability, even though you push yourself to work because you got bills to pay. So I guess that's why so many people with disability work under the table.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame
That's not enough to live off of.
that you got to go get to that point. Well, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay you that money anyway. They want to put that money on their pockets where they can buy more airplanes and all that good stuff. So they don't want you to use that money, and they want you to get to the point where you're almost dead, so you don't live long and draw it long.
Hey, Green Gordon. So everybody coming in. Steven had another. Sorry, the nurse keep coming by. I think I'm gonna get caught.
They said you weren't supposed to do it, and you keep video on here. I don't know why.
Stephen had another GI bleed from esophageal varices related to his non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. The doctor had to go do 6 bands. They said his stomach was full of blood. So we got that done, and so they're running him on some antibiotics. And hopefully we'll go home tomorrow.
And they tied them off or bandaged them off. It's caused from the liver disease I have, among other stuff I have.
So if you've been with us a while, we had this done. The last time was back in September, and we were supposed to go in October. But there was discrepancy with the doctor's office, which I know it's not a lot, but they were wanting us to pay a $50 owed bill before they would schedule us, and we just didn't have it.
At that time, we did.
So it's not like we didn't care about it. We just didn't have it to schedule it. So they wouldn't let us do the repeat scope. So it's gotten to this point, and the doctor said he would like to see him back in 8 weeks. So we're gonna have to bite the bullet and scrape our pennies together to pay off whatever old bill, because they literally, it's so crazy. I looked at an old bill, and that procedure is like $800 plus something, and they were like worried about $50. Like,
That's what the insurance paid. I'm sure if you paid it out of pocket, it's more than that.
Actually, I think the insurance pay less than that. That's what they charge.
Yeah. But what's the shame of it is, the point of that story is you pay out your behind for insurance and you still have to pay more behind that.
Pinnacles.
Don't understand it.
I know when I pay a lot of money for insurance, I pay like $600 a month, over $600 a month.
I thought, yeah, it's almost $400 every 2 weeks, ain't it? Or is it more than that?
I don't know. I don't even try to look at it.
I think you pay close to 1,000 every 2 weeks.
I know my,
I mean,
I know my checks are suffering. But I get have the highest insurance with the lowest deductible, which is still $1,000. Just because if I need it, it's there. Even when I wasn't married, I still had that high of insurance because if I needed it, it was there. And so, really, with insurance, it takes a hospital stay really to meet your deductible. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's such a scam. I mean, yep, yep, $50. That's crazy, and it's probably more now because we've had another procedure.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I mean,
Mhm.
I mean, insurance is such a scam, and then like in our state, they have when it first came about, there's this kids insurance called Our Kids, and I thought when it first came out, it was for every child in Arkansas to have insurance. So there's two levels. There's Our Kids A, which pays for everything, medical,
Uh,
dental,
I couldn't go in there. You can stay on.
meds, anything like that.
The nurse can act like you talk to somebody.
And then there's Our Kids B, which you have a copay.
Gotta make all this stuff first.
And our income combined, we do not make enough to get Our Kids B, which is so crazy. You would think that there would be something for every kid in Arkansas to have insurance. I mean, yeah, I have insurance for my job, but I just want a little extra to pay for extra stuff as far as age goes. I'm not. I mean, it's crazy.
Okay, where's my cup?
Your cup.
Right here.
It's not plugged up.
Oh, I didn't even have to plug it up.
Is that why it's beeping?
Yeah. They thought I was dead and they got blood pressure.
And they ain't came in and check on you.
No. Okay.
Oh man, I've been a liquid diet. I got some cups. Had some tea, which I think is one in it. But we appreciate all the thoughts and prayers. I wanted to get on here and give you guys an update. I was hoping I'd see this guy in here because he was commenting earlier asking for an update, but he might be in bed. You know, it's so weird with the time zones for everybody because out here it's 9:13 here. Oh, what you cooking, Yogi? Can I get a plate? I haven't ate much a couple days, but I got me some soup and I got me some grilled cheese. Don't tell Steven because he can't eat the grilled cheese. I feel really bad. So you're an hour behind us. You're like an hour for us. Immortal. I mean, Green, they just take everything until they can't take no more, don't they? Ooh, Henry, that sounds good. Fred, I will. He is staying the night with my parents tonight, and I'm so sad. Like, I literally cried leaving him. Oh, that sounds amazing. You know what? I'm gonna have to make a trip out to Arizona just for dinner. I love me some good food. Just been, ooh, homemade chips. Go Yogi. You need to do a cooking channel. Teach some people how to cook. I would love some recipes. I have a friend that lives in Arizona. She moved from here. I'm not sure what part of Arizona she moved to, but she's been trying to get me to go out there. The most I know about Arizona is it's the desert. You think time zones are fake? I don't know. I know what is a scam dealing with time is that dang, what is it? Daylight savings. I hate daylight savings. Like, I just need the time to be the same all year long. Why can't it just be the same all year long? Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. It's it's a lot, and it was really hard not to be able to stay with him last night, especially considering that he got the blood and stuff. And I tried to. I told him yesterday that I told him I need you here. Like, me and Gage need you. You need to. I say you need to poop or get out the pot because you gotta you gotta take care of yourself. Like, I can't do it for you. Like, I can make all the appointments and do all the stuff, but you gotta want to take care of yourself and do it for yourself. No, it's pointed directly at me.
I know they don't see my behind. It's not, they probably sleep good for the rest of their life.
Arizona has their own time. Yogi's cooking dinner. You wanna go to Arizona?
Where's mine at, bro?
Steven said, "Where's mine at?"
Unless he's cooking, potpourri, porridge, or
He's
whatever.
cooking. He's cooking Mexican food. He made homemade chips.
He ain't no Mexican.
Steven said you're a Mexican.
I'm just joking. I am just joking.
Ah,
Oh my What in the world?
you just.
That's me wired.
He's just. Steven's hooked up to everything. He can't get it together over there. He's half Portuguese.
Really? Huh.
He learns something new every day.
I have no idea what Portuguese people are, but
It's a kind of Spanish, right? Lee, you're always a bird king. Thanks for stopping in, Knuckles.
thanks for bragging there, Lee, about the Burger King. Knowing I can't eat a hamburger that way. I could probably eat one, but it probably would tear my little throat up.
You wouldn't eat a Whopper if you
Okay.
could. You didn't eat Whoppers.
No, but I do like Big Macs.
Steven's a Big Mac man.
That's a good old country soul food to learn like. Okay, would you cut my leg, but go to chili?
Can you hold that?
Yeah. I gotta plug the rest of my stuff up.
Do you want to set up something?
Yeah, set me up some. I need to oil this thing. Okay, let's get it. You gonna fold me up like a taco. Okay, I got something else to hook up somewheres. But hook this up.
I think your blood pressure set to take every 2 hours anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier I was asleep and that blood pressure tube got on the cup, got right there on the IV. It woke me up. That was hurting. It was mashing that IV in my arm.
Oh,
Yeah, it hurt.
well, I bet. That's all I can feel.
Yeah. Okay. Oop, crap, I might hit something on it.
You do. Oh.
But
We don't have In and Out here. I don't even know where the closest is even at.
what?
In and Out.
What's that?
It's a burger place. I think it's primarily on the West Coast. Primarily on this. Oh, it's like zoomed in. I'm not gonna see me that close.
I couldn't say something. I guess you got a lot of pain,
Judge X, how you feeling?
I guess I'm doing all right. I don't feel good, but I guess I feel after surgery. I guess I feel okay. after getting blood, it seemed like last time it took a few days to really start feeling better. I don't
Well,
know.
your body's went through trauma. Anytime you have surgery, your body goes through trauma.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know in surgery I was throwing up blood and all that.
I know, the doctor didn't tell me that.
Uh-uh. So that's not good, but hey, I got past it. Yeah. But anyway, I guess I got everything looked like that.
Green Gordon is half Scottish and half Irish. Half of me wants to stay drunk all the time, but the other refuses to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't even know what. I guess I'm half redneck and half redneck. I don't know.
We have a Whataburger, though. Actually, the town I grew up in just got a Whataburger, which everybody says is overrated. I don't know. I haven't even tried it here.
It's one thing I'm sure
Good
not
night,
white.
Lee. Thanks for coming in.
Not white. I don't think there's no white person anymore. We all diluted a little bit. My mama, you get this, my mama was redheaded and freckles. I mean, very light complected. And she was what they call Black Dutch. And I don't know where they got that name from because she was so light complected. I mean, she was about as white could get, but Black Dutch is what it was. And my daddy was uh, probably half Cherokee Indian. I need to check into that because I got some Indian in me, and don't Indians supposed to get something to be?
Was your daddy registered?
I don't know, but my grandma, she was like three-quarter Indian.
Yeah, I think you have to be registered.
You know, my daddy was one tough joker. I ain't gonna lie, but I wish he was still alive today because I really miss my daddy. But anyway, he taught me everything I know, or everything I know. He didn't teach me everything he knew. He said, I wish he'd taught me everything he knew. I'd been a smart man.
Well, it took a lifetime to teach you everything he knows.
Yeah, but I about got my floor on my cabin done. Next thing I'm gonna come up with the walls as soon as I get to feeling better. I know I had a guy on one of my lives the other day said, "You sure work awful slow. You sure all slow." Well, I'm 56 years old and got a full-time job and a wife and a son. My son takes a lot of my time. So, and I'm not trying to run a race. I'm that turtle and a rabbit. I'll finally get there.
You don't want to see us sleep yogi. I snore like a bear.
Oh my Lord.
This time I just leave the live on all night.
I snore bad. And yeah, well, I snore and fart and snore and fart. I'm not very pretty when I sleep.
And I'm supposed to be on a CPAP machine, which is
Yeah, Angelica sounds like I'm tell you what, I gotta really build my walls really good. Because when she starts snoring, you ever seen that cartoon with them three guys just laying down there, they all got big beards and when they snore, they go snore, breathe out, their beard rolls down, then when they snore up. Or I think it was another one when they in the house and that whole house goes that's Angelica when she's asleep.
I also stop breathing in my sleep, Steve.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, I know. But I'm supposed to be on CPAT too. But oh well, I'm supposed to be doing a lot of things. But the worst part of being sick, it has stuff. Anybody can die anytime. You can have a heart attack and all that. But when uh, the disease that you have, that uh, you know, it's, at the stage of my liver is you don't have, Angelica don't like to hear it, but I got, my lifespan's not going to be, I'm not going to live to be a ripe old man.
Hey, who wants to hear their spouse constantly talk about
But I know, but you got to,
going to be with the Lord?
well, you got to, yeah, but it's just something you got to, I mean, it's hard to accept. What if you're the person that it's happening to? And, my liver, I think it's getting worse quicker than I thought it would. Everybody thinks they got all the time in the world, but you don't. like I said, you can die of anything. You can have a car wreck. Anything can happen. Uh, I was watching a deal today. Logging is still, believe it or not, people, if you look into it, it's
Take a bite.
supposed to be the world's most dangerous job. Is logging, uh, still is. So logging's not a real safe job anyway. You know, but I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna do what I can as long as I can. I ain't no quitter, that's for sure. That's the reason why I ain't quit smoking, because I ain't no quitter. I seen a funny cartoon on that, or a comedian talking about he ain't no quitter. He ain't gonna quit smoking. No, I'm just kidding. I need to quit smoking. That's for sure. But I used to think smoking was gonna kill me, and don't think that's what's gonna kill me. Smoking ain't helping, but I'm not promoting smoking. Smoking is bad for your health. But that liver, boy, you don't know how important your liver is until your liver starts dying. Uh, no, I'm not on a transplant list yet, uh, Gordon. Uh, I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit while. My sister, she was on a list and she never made it to get hers. Uh,
The last blood work and scan we had, they told me that it was
kind of stable.
not fine, but it was not to that stage that it was okay. If you can call that being okay.
Yeah.
Yogi said Angelica's gonna do the walls. Time to watch YouTube tutorials. I might have to.
Yeah.
You might have to walk me through it.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at the comments. I'm sorry.
Green said at our age we should be slowing down, but society wants us to work to our last breath.
That's it.
Bet life was easier when we were hunters gatherers.
Yes. Yeah. People. I tell Angelica all the time. You look at people way, way, way back. You look at some of these movies. I'm talking about way back before they had electricity and all that.
Scooch.
People thought
Scooch.
them people actually had a better life and more simple life than what we did. They worked to eat and stuff like that, but they wasn't slaves to society. I mean, they didn't have to. I mean, you had your own land. You had you was free. I mean, really was.
I think that's, well, of course, we're always gonna be slave society, but I think that's why a lot of people are homesteading now.
Yeah, as soon as I just hope I can get my stuff done and get out there and have a few, quite a few good years before uh, my time clock, before I punch out. I want to see Gage get a little older, because I got a lot of stuff I want to teach Gage. I want to teach Gage so much. I mean, how to be a good person and a good young man, respect other people. Uh, you know.
Henry said no one knows when their number's up. That's for sure.
No, we don't.
Green was saying that's a long list. Anthony said God bless. Hope all is well. Green said sons will take over the farm when the fathers were in their 40s.
Yeah, that's right.
And actually, in the Farmer's Almanac, they were saying that there's so much farmland that's coming up for sale, and I assume that's because people are retiring, people are getting old, and their children don't want to take it over, or they don't have any heirs to take it over.
Yeah, it's, this world is so fast paced anymore. And, that's one reason we bought that land, so we can get out there. And I really would like to be able, I could have solar power and everything out there eventually. So I ain't got to depend on no government, no, just, you know, live off the land and live our own life. But maybe it'll happen. But anyway,
life was a lot different than it was back in the day. I mean, people used to have 7 or 8 kids. Now some people don't have any kids. They just
Yeah,
don't want kids.
yeah. I got 8 kids, but
Oh, Stephen never. Yogi said I'm gonna come help with the solar.
I wish, yeah, and eventually I hope that price of that stuff goes down, and it eventually will. Just like everything else, everything goes down after it's out for a while.
You guys want to hear something crazy? Stephen found out the other day that he technically is a great grandfather.
Yeah, but it ended.
Yeah,
It, it
it was his granddaughter ended up having a stillborn,
yeah,
but he's still technically.
uh, great grandpa
How does it make you feel?
at 56,
How does it make you feel?
old. 56 is not that old, really.
Green said can't afford farmland in Canada. It's crazy up here. Subdivision houses are over 1 million. Oh my
That's
Jesus!
crazy. I thought everything was. I thought like it was cheaper in Canada. I guess that's what I hate to say it, but a lot of Canadians have been griping here lately about their government because everything's so expensive there. And I thought it was cheaper there to live there. I mean, what?
Oh, I was thinking of something I heard somebody say.
But now that's a million Canadian dollars, I'm sure. So what would that translate out in American dollars?
Probably still a lot.
Well, yeah, it's
Not a million, but still a lot.
still a lot.
He said in southern Ontario, cheaper here in the north, but not a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody was talking. I heard these two ladies, those two volunteers talking when I was waiting for your procedure, and they were saying that something about the post offices being understaffed and stuff. And I don't know. They know somebody's working at the post office. Said they were thinking that maybe it was going to merge with Amazon.
I don't know. I think
It said 700,000.
that's still a lot.
700,000.
That's a lot. And I guess y'all got y'all mail, y'all post office stuff fixed in Canada now, don't you? Y'all mail.
I think Soggy did tell us that a while
Yeah, I
ago.
think so.
That was crazy. I didn't, because you remember, because I was saying that we didn't realize he ran it. And he was saying that it was ran by the government.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. Because there's no union like that here for
Yeah,
that.
ours ran by the government too, but I don't think you can. Can you strike? Well, really?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I never had a
I
federal
guess you can do
job.
whatever you want anymore.
I never had a federal job. I've only had a
You got a state job, though.
state, and I worked with the county too.
Yeah.
I need to find me a good work from home job. That's what I need to do. Yo, you said, tell us a story like an old funny one. I know you got good bonfire stories. Green
No.
said post office on strike, but they're back.
Okay, my brain ain't working good right now.
Oh,
Uh,
tell them the
yeah.
story about the highway barrels.
Oh, huh.
He swears this is a true story.
No, I'll tell you one about the horse trading first. It used to be a guy named Bobby Lightfoot. I knew him for years and years.
That's
Yeah,
the same dude, isn't it?
yeah. Same. This both stories are from him, and this actually happened, y'all. This is true. This is true. That's the sad part. Anyway, Bobby Lightfoot, he was a logger, and he was married to, I think her name was Sherry Lightfoot. She was pretty. I mean, she was a beautiful woman, but she was a true blonde, and not making fun of nobody's blonde headed, but you heard them jokes. And so he was trying to sell his motorcycle. He had a Harley Davidson motorcycle he was trying to sell. And back in that day, the internet wasn't out there, but, put it in the paper, stuff like that. So this guy, he was at work. This guy come up and would come to the door, and he knocked on the door, and he said, introduced himself and all that. He said, I heard your husband is trying to sell us motorcycle. And she said, yes, sir, he's trying to sell us motorcycle. She said, he asked her, he said, well, you reckon he'd be willing to do some horse trading? And she looked at him with just a straight and serious face. I said, oh, no, sir, we already have 4 or 5 horses. We're not interested in horses. And supposedly that guy turned around and walked off and didn't come back. But she actually thought he was wanting to trade horses.
I swear to God, I will end you if you're like one of those like deathbed confessions and you're like, I made those stories up.
No, this is there, and before he become a logger, he had started out with a couple of trucks. He flatbedded, and he went all over the United States. Where him and his wife rode with him a lot, and they was going up the interstate one time, and I think it was up getting close to New York, somewhere's up in there. And you know how they put them barrels before you get to the bridges, bridge pilings. A lot of times they have them barrels lined up before you get to it. It's supposed to be a barrier, so you can hit them instead of hitting the bridge piling. Anyway, they had a bunch of them lined up there, and uh, they were going along there. Now this was him telling he was actually there. It happened, it was him and his wife, and she asked him. She said, honey, what's all them barrels lined up through there for? He said, well, here in this state, these people are so good at people in this state. They really care about their truckers. He said they filled all the barrels up with diesel just in case, you're a poor truck driver and you come along here and you run out of fuel, you can borrow some of that diesel out of them barrels to, you know, get your truck, get you where you're going. And she looked at him and said, well, I think we ought to move to this state. I forget, it was like New York or something. She said, I think we need to move up here because it's some really nice people. She really thought the barrels had diesel in them. And that's what they were for.
I just don't know if I
That's the
believe these
truth.
stories.
That's the truth.
I don't know.
But that was funny.
This is why I wanted to have a series of Stephen's Tall Tales.
But this happened many, many, many years ago, and I think they filled them up with water, had water, sand, or something in them. I don't forget what they had on them, but here in Arkansas, we do the same thing. Sometimes like bridges that's been hit before, because you hit that bridge piling going 80 mile an hour, it's over with. So they'll put all them barrels in front of it, and it's supposed to help, deter the impact. But anyway, yeah, she believed that story. But what was funny to me was the horse trading. I mean, that's funny because a lot of people don't know, and there's a lot of people don't know what horse trading means. You can tell people now, well, especially a lot of young people, they're like, horse trading, what's that? So I guess.
I think I was little when you said that to me.
Yeah. But
I'm doing some horse trading.
Horse trading. You reckon he'd be willing to do some horse trading? Oh, no, sir. We have plenty of horses.
Hey, Opacon. I'm not sure if this is Dakota or Shayla. We had another upper GI bleed, like we did back in September. This time he had to get 6 bands. The doctor said his stomach was full of blood. He had to get a unit of blood last night. Apparently, he threw up blood during the procedure and had to be intubated. So they kept an ICU overnight to monitor him. And so hopefully we get to go home tomorrow. They want to come back in 8 weeks.
They've done 6 bands.
6 bands.
Which is pretty severe. What they said. I mean, I don't know.
I Googled it and it said the normal is like 4 to 6 bands.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but the thing was, which if you guys know, we've talked about this a lot. When he came in September, we were supposed to go back in October, and there was a discrepancy of an owed bill. They wouldn't schedule the procedure without paying the owed bill. We just didn't financially have it. And so you're supposed to go back and get scoped like monthly, because apparently they need to go in and make sure. So they band them like basically like rubber bands, so they like die off.
You know how they used to do hogs?
Oh,
They used to
castrate them.
castrate them. They used to put rubber bands around their, their testicles, and they end up falling off. We used to do wild hogs like that
Wow. Why'd you all hold like that?
because back then people raised them. And they just didn't want them,
Oh.
populating as much.
Speaking of which, I saw Old Pecan's son Levi is
Uh,
selling pigs, like meat, $5 a pound.
really, bet there'd be some good pork chops.
No.
But yeah, I waited too late. I told Angelica a few days ago that I was fixing to be. I remember I told you I was going to fixing to be back in the hospital. I was just hard headed.
Well, Saturday night, Wednesday morning, which he's been complaining about being sick, he was saying he was talking about his stool, and I was like, "Well, do you want to go?" He's like, "Well, not right now." And so we got up that morning, and I was like, "Well, you ready to go get a camera up down your throat?" And he's like, "No." And, we went to Waffle House and all that stuff. He seemed like he was doing fine, and then yesterday, I was on my way to work. He was already at work, and he called me. He's like, "I can't hardly talk. Like, I think I'm gonna need to go to the hospital." So I'm like, "Well, I'll turn around." Luckily, I dropped Gage off. I was on my way back to the house. He's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm not even out of town yet." And I'm like, "Well, the only thing I can do is call an ambulance to come pick you up." So I had to call 911 an hour away and have the ambulance pick him up. And luckily, they brought him up to the hospital that we had been going to.
St. Vincent and Hot Springs, which is
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Busy night.
Is it, oh,
Oh, you're
sorry.
okay.
Anyway. Don't want to be in the way. You're doing your job.
Fine. I'm just gonna fix this board real quick, and then we're gonna talk about your pain, so I can figure out what I can do.
yeah.
I'll move to the side.
That stuff coming out of my pocket.
Yeah, you ready, ain't you?
I know what I need to get done, and I just stuck my pocket with all the things I needed, so.
I know one thing. That was a sleep burger in this cup. Screwed it down on that IV, and it came on when I was asleep. Boy, it woke me up real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that.
Well, they had it on that one, right, here last night.
Yeah.
Because it keeps flying. I mean, you can't have them enough to keep it from flying.
Yeah, they don't make the shape that they need to change the way they do things and make things human shaped instead
Yeah,
of.
but you think the technology was medicine? They were, still
I honestly don't.
crude stuff that they use.
I don't think the people that make these are medical.
No, they probably ain't. They probably never had one on.
Probably not.
I was saying it looks like an inflatable pool noodle.
It's too straight. People are not straight. They're not square. This is very square. So
Out of some kind of different material with it'll stretch around it.
oh, they do have some different materials, but if it's stretched, it wouldn't do its job.
Okay, because it's got to build up that
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah, having it stretchy wouldn't work, but
What do you do that? That's not one of
if it'll read and give me any decent numbers, then we'll let it fly.
So they did that yesterday. I think Tyler had it.
Yeah, they just put the big one on the arm down there.
Yeah, if you're not one of those people that has no curves at all,
Yeah.
you can't wear that thing efficiently. Most of us are not square.
Yeah.
Alright.
I know when I got here, he was talking about his throat was hurting.
Yeah, I don't have anything ordered. I'm gonna have to kind of talk to him a little bit before I call the doctor to request anything. So I'll know what I'm asking for.
It's not severe, but it hurts, It's very,
Yeah.
very. Now they gave me some Texas, whatever, what do you call it?
You had Pepsid earlier.
Yeah, that helped my,
Your indigestion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, you're maxed out on that for now.
yeah, oh, when's the last time I did it?
You can't get it
Maybe.
again for 12 hours
Oh,
after
really?
that
Well, I
dose,
hope
yeah.
it don't, I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm not after it, but,
Pepsid's not something that you can take as needed. It's
Yeah.
you know, if you don't want to overdose on it.
well, no.
Not that it would have like a overdose of pain
Yeah, I know
medicine
it's, but it
effect,
can
but
hurt your line,
it's-
or
well, it's damaging to your kidneys and the balance in the pH balances in your body if you take too much of it.
yeah. Usually, I take that, some stuff they give me that night either, but I take it in pill form, twice a day.
Uh-huh.
But usually I'm out of trouble, probably because all the blood and stuff is in my, stomach.
Oh, you take that protonic?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I take that in pill form
Yeah.
at home.
Definitely make sure you always take it.
Yeah.
Give me a squeeze. Yep.
Oh, don't like it when I can.
Yeah. It won't hurt for a minute.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt so much. My hands are pretty strong when I really shower on them.
Let me just flip for a minute.
Oh,
You can have it back in a second.
you can hold it, take it with you.
It's all yours. You got good pulses, you can find. Lungs are good. You can get your eyeballs.
That's just like a little light.
Yeah. It does its job most of the time. And your pain is in your throat?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not as bad as it was. It's getting less, every day.
Would you rate it on a 0 to 10 scale?
Probably around 5.
And it hurts worse when you swallow?
Yeah. Sometimes just when I swallow it hurts. I'm sure it's right there where they done it done.
Sure.
I had this done before, so. Something like that you never forget.
Yeah. Does like popsicles help?
Yeah.
A
I
little
mean,
bit?
it helps. I had some, frozen deal earlier.
Yeah.
It helps for a few minutes, when,
Yeah, sure.
while it's cold, it helps.
What about like some lidocaine spray?
Is that chloroseptic? He's allergic to
I'm
chlor.
allergic to it, yes, definitely.
All right, let's not have that. Oh, I see phenol right there.
Yeah, penicillin, Forceps, and one day vitamin. I know it's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know what they got in, but my body don't like.
All right, so none of that.
And I wish I could, but that Forceps, I remember back when I was a kid, when that come out, boy,
Mm-hmm.
that was wrong. That's sore throat, you spray that. And the best antibiotic, it used to be the best antibiotic in the world, that can you say? That's penicillin. I don't know if they give that anymore. They still give penicillin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then that was the wonder drug.
Yeah. Still is for some things.
Yeah, like back in the day, that, infections killed more people than anything. It wasn't actually one.
Right.
They said back in the Civil War, that's what most people died from. Infections. Getting sick. Not penicillin, we were back in the day, but I read up on that. Man just actually stumbled up on that. Made penicillin. What you eating over
Some tomato soup.
there? Who?
Tomato soup.
Well, I can eat that, can I? I eat some of that tomato soup.
I want to be careful with tomato right now.
Oh, tomatoes because of
That's
acid?
very caustic, yeah.
Okay. Well, no, tomato soup.
Yeah, it might cause more irritation in the lining
Yeah.
of your stomach and your throat.
Yeah. I know that stuff they gave me for stuff, no, I couldn't eat that. Now, the stuff they gave me for lunch was all right. I don't know what that was. They called that. The ice stuff is pretty good though. That I forget what it's called. So things like ice. So like I guess popsicles and little. I did when they took my blood to check my blood earlier. I had the two nurses come in. I requested I don't want them sticking no more. They come in ICU. They was taking on the blood. My this just fine every time. They poked me like you see all them pokes. I ain't going through that again. I got moving veins and I told them I request if they can get out my IV, get out my IV again. I mean, this arm and that arm, because 3 people to find me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's getting transition again. Not if they can get, they've been using IV.
Yeah.
They hurt me pretty bad.
Are you having any abdominal pain?
No, I was, but it's kind of subsided, now.
Do you have a bowel movement today?
No, I thought we were gonna have one earlier. I did drink me some coffee there, though. They did give me coffee, I guess it's okay because they gave me coffee.
Clearly,
Yeah, usually coffee does the trick,
Okay.
but I ain't had enough coffee in my trip today usually.
You might not have enough stuff in there to
Yeah,
let it back out,
yeah, well, I've been at mostly
Clear
liquid,
liquids,
yeah.
yeah.
I've been having a lot of gas. Thank you, gas. Unusually, a different kind of smell.
A digested blood does not smell good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
That's how I knew I was starting to bleed again. I actually told them when I got up here, well, I told them then what was happening. They said, you done had this before? I said, yep, and it's the same exact symptoms as I had last time. And, like I said, it's one of the things that you never forget. If you get so sick, instead of just stomach, it's hard to describe when your stomach fills up with blood.
Yeah. So a whole group of crazy people out there think they're vampires that drink it too.
How are they
do that.
I don't understand that. They have to have a tummy ache.
Yeah.
They have
Well,
to.
you know, the blood gets in the system, or in your stomach, and if you leave, looked like it was, I thought that sets up like a infections in your stomach.
No,
So,
but you can't digest it.
yeah.
It's not digestible.
So what do? How do they get rid of it? Use the
I'm, ass-
typhoid,
I'm, ass- I'm assuming that they always had some nasty poop and maybe they vomit frequently. I don't know. They think they're vampires.
I ain't gonna put that past people nowadays.
Yeah. Sad thing is that's not the weirdest thing I can tell you.
Yeah. Oh,
There's some weirdos out there, man.
I'm sure it is. But drinking blood is not one of my
That's
cup of teas I wanna try.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. But I don't put that past people anymore.
No, I guess we're letting kids wear cat suits to school and poop in a litter box. So
Yeah, I was watching a deal the other day when they, where their child recognizes herself as a cat.
Mhm.
Yeah, they call, I think they're called furries.
Yes, they're called
As
furries.
a cat, a real life cat.
Yeah, I would take my child straight to the vet and say it's time to get neutered.
Right? You,
I need all the
Have you not
vaccinations.
seen that, have you not seen that, on Facebook where these two guys just stopped by the cop? And he's saying he is
a cat. Yeah, there was a cat.
And the guy decided to.
His owner.
And he said, okay, he's talking about the cop, he
I'll
took
call
part.
animal.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what, he said, well, okay, he said, since you ain't gonna show me your license, and we don't allow cats to drive in the state of Kentucky or something.
Right.
He said, what we'll have to do is, and you being a wildcat, we'll have to take you to the vet, have you neutered. Oh, when he talking about having you neutered, everything.
It was like pay $60. So I take you to a psych ward.
And the guy was supposed to get me neutered, like, oh, yeah, we got the money. They ain't gonna neuter me.
My kids know better. I would crack a can of cat food
Yeah.
so fast and put it on the floor.
You go ahead.
I'm sorry. Kitties don't eat human food.
Mhm.
Here's your
Yes.
dinner.
Yep.
That's right. That's-
Not even tuna. It's gonna be
But I
cat
sure
food.
seen that, and I'm like, this can't be happening.
Unfortunately, it is happening.
Every day.
That's the reason why our son, she works for DHS, state of work, up here at Hot Springs. But we're gonna homeschool him when he gets out of preschool.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I hate to say it, man, I ain't talking about teachers, all teachers.
The
But-
teachers are set up for failure right now.
But some teachers, there's good teachers still out there, but there's some teachers wants to teach kids virgin. And
Yeah.
that's not what that peddles is for, is to teach kids
Sure,
uh,
sure.
curriculum, math, English, history. Don't teach my son how you live or how you think the best way to live. You just teach them what you're supposed to teach them.
Well, they're getting
We'll
out.
have them arrest that when they get home.
They're getting out of public school with no life skills.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
None.
Teach-
No
yeah.
life skills.
We're way down the chart on all the,
I mean, they didn't teach
Countries.
them well when I was in school.
Right.
But
well, back when I was in school, they taught them pretty good, but they know, I'm 56 years old, they a little bit different. Back then, they could actually paddle you in school.
well, they did when I was in school.
You got your butt whooped, and teachers could holler at you and call you out, and they didn't care if you cried a little bit.
Most people's mamas would whoop them again when they got home.
Mhm.
Yeah, my daddy would. I guess they cut red right, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it'll grab that, blood band
Yeah.
thing instead, and that can, cause an issue. Let's see here. Oh, we're only 126 on there.
Yeah, it's probably lower than that now. I haven't taken it.
You want some?
No.
Did you like that broth earlier that she gave you when you're in the ICU?
It was all right.
I can get you some chicken broth.
I don't know.
So do you feel like you need something for indigestion right now?
Well, Not at the moment.
Because I don't necessarily have anything ordered, and you've gotten the Pepsi and you've got that going.
Yeah.
So,
I'm okay at the moment.
I'm looking into allergies. Have you ever had a GI cocktail?
I guess I have.
What is that?
It's a mixture of medications that has lidocaine in it, Maalox usually, and a medication called,
Any of it food?
no,
No.
it doesn't make you poop.
Okay.
And the other medicine is called something I can't think of right now, but it's a antispasmodic for smooth muscles, so it's for the stomach and esophagus. So it basically numbs and calms the stomach and the esophagus.
If I get the one I need, we might try that.
It's not a fun thing to have to drink, but
It's pretty nasty.
I mean, it's not good.
It can't be good and all that.
I mean, I've drank one before. You got to choke it down, but
Yeah.
it will definitely,
Yeah.
if you're desperate enough for
Yeah,
relief.
I've drank it pretty nasty stuff before.
If you got the heartburn so bad you feel like you're having a heart attack, then
Yeah.
you'll take it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guarantee you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the least thing you worry about the taste.
Yeah, when you're burning that bad,
When the
it's
day I
like,
come up here, it didn't make it, I didn't care what it tastes, I used things.
you got that heartburn that makes you sweat. You
Yeah.
have to take that.
Yeah, you actually
Something.
think you're having a heart attack.
It hurts. Yeah,
It hurts severely.
bad.
Yeah, severely. Hurts bad, makes your arm hurt like you're having a heart attack and everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't have took it if I didn't need it that bad.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're all caught up on your medicines. I just need to call the doctor for, the pain. The morphine helped, you said?
Yeah, they cut it back to two milligrams that time. That first time, 4 was,
Yeah.
they told me that it's gonna hit me. Oh my God, it didn't hit
Yeah.
me. My stomach like, oh,
I love this movie. This is a good movie.
what is this?
Man on Fire with Denzel and Dakota Fanning, or he's her bodyguard. Bodyguard. So, how is that different? That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
Of course, epic spray for his throat. I'm calling you because he's in pain. Yes, his throat is hurting.
That was a really good movie.
Throat, yes, yes.
That's a really good movie. Denzel don't play in any bad movies.
Yeah, no.
He's the GOAT.
He's a bad guy in this one,
No,
though.
he's her body. He's Dakota Fanning's bodyguard. Remember they kidnapped her,
Oh, yeah.
but it was like a setup or something. Like her mom faked it or something.
He is having trouble swallowing. He got like a one-time dose of morphine earlier. Okay, and then of course he's here with bleeding, so.
No, don't.
Yes. Yes, he was bleeding from his GI system. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
or maybe the dad set it up or something. It was the dad that set it up.
All right. I don't know what we're getting, but he's gonna order something.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Long ain't 4 milligrams of.
I haven't worked with him. I
Yeah.
don't think ever. So I don't know what's that. We'll see.
I don't need 4 milligrams of morphine, that's for sure.
I'm gonna grab my lab slip so we can send a check on your hemoglobin and hematocrit. I'll be right back with that. Do you want a popsicle or something?
Oh, I got, no, I'm good.
Not right now?
You want ice chips or nothing? Ice chips.
I can eat some ice chips.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, the dad set it up. I forget why he set it up.
Money, I think.
Have you seen John Q?
Yeah.
I've never seen John Q.
I'll eat my soup here in a little bit.
Yeah, then now I'm worried because she's talking about the tomato.
Huh?
She's talking about the tomato.
Well, you could do this one too.
Well, it's that chicken tortilla. It's red.
Just give me a spot over there.
No, she's talking about the tomato. I didn't know since it's red, it had tomatoes in it.
That is what it is, the acid and the tomato. Okay.
Yeah, but if it's got tomato, then it's got good acid.
Hey, the spot had acid in it too. Don't have caffeine, but it has acid. It's carbonated water.
You got acid.
Huh?
Steven's seen it. I haven't seen it. The nurse is out, but she'll probably be back in. I get really embarrassed, and there was this thing about us not recording in the hospital or something, so I was trying to be inconspicuous.
We'll have to keep that up.
Uh,
And how does coffee appear liquid when it's about as black as can be?
Maybe they mean nothing added to it. It's clear.
There's caffeine.
I think they mean it's clear. There's nothing added to it.
It's not clear.
There's nothing added to it. It's not like chicken noodle soup. It's got chicken and noodles. But if it was just a broth, that'd be clear.
But it's yellow.
Oh my god, I'm not going to argue with you about
And
this.
it's got hard food and everything in it.
I'm not. Oh, sorry. The phone was sitting against my drink, and the mic, of course, was covered up. Oh dang! Oh my god! I've never tried to send one before. I don't even know how complicated it is or how easy it is to send a super chat. I check my phone battery. Super chat. Super chat.
Oh, did I hit the?
It must have been an accident.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hit with my elbow.
Speaking of which, the last time we were in the hospital, Gage hit the code blue like twice.
Yeah.
It was bad.
He done a code blue, code green, code red, code yellow.
So he was asking how you were doing, and then he was saying, where was it? He was saying worry about oh boy, but seems chatty as ever, but at least that's a good sign. You know Steven's gonna talk, so he said not code yellow.
Yeah. But
Yeah, because not this room. These rooms don't have it, but in the rooms we were in last time, which is the weirdest thing ever. I'm not meeting. It's the weirdest thing ever. The code blue button was like right by the door. It's like literally right by the door. It was the weirdest. I don't even see a code blue. Well, there's a code blue heart, but I know it's a little different. But we chilling. We out here chilling in the hospital. Apparently our favorite place to be. We live here. Just about paid for some doctor's car, or at least a payment on it. Soggy said, "I'm glad to see you're still kicking though. I've been worried about you all day."
appreciate their side. Yeah, I'm glad. Boy, when you get so sick, sometimes you wonder if you're going to keep kicking or not. Yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yesterday?
What's today?
Today's Tuesday. He came in Monday.
Yeah, yesterday, when I had to call the ambulance, I didn't know if I was going to make it.
You know it's serious when you got to call an ambulance.
Yeah, I made it from my job. Luckily, not working far from my job. It's the coworker was going to drive me to the house.
Thank God for Justin.
You feel like you want to use one with your right stick?
And we were talking last night. What was it? That water ice chip's so good, but water is just ice chips taste so much better than water, even though it is water. It's like it's frozen
When I was
water.
real low here, I had to do an iron infusion, and, but before I done the iron infusion, water wouldn't cure my thirst. But ice chips, boy, it's like, and you wasn't getting as much.
Well, for some reason, that's something you crave when you're in
I
there.
know that
Yeah,
weird.
why is that?
Classic. It's a classic craving for that.
That pica.
It's just like saline, like when you put that saline in, as soon as you put it in, some people say, like you said last night, some people smell it.
Some smell it, some
I
taste
taste it. I mean, as soon as you put that in, I mean, it's just almost instant. I taste the
Some
taste.
people taste metal.
Yes, that's what it tastes like a watery metal.
Yeah.
And I've asked everybody, and they're like, well, I don't know, it's just one of them things.
Yeah. There's not a good explanation.
But I don't
for that.
taste the medicine that you put in.
Some medicines you can.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Depends on what they're putting in there. Alright.
Yeah, she had, it was so close. Tried to get that tape on it. It was so close to me. Huh, well, you got it. She did look at the last time for a while. Put that tape on, do some good.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, she had trouble like it was so close, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to get a hold of it.
Yep, they, so you, and it's really nasty.
You can taste iron.
Yeah,
Iron in
it's, yeah, it's one of them tastes you just don't get.
Even if they gave me an injection of iron and B12, I could taste the B12 right away when they put that in too.
Really? What is that right there?
This saline.
That's still saline, no, I thought you put it in.
I did.
Oh.
I just flushing it good.
Oh, okay, I said I didn't taste that one. It's just that first one.
It's not wanting to go in.
Uh-oh.
First one went in, this one's not wanting to go. What's wrong with this thing? Oh.
What happened?
It's working.
Oh,
Oh, that's what you were trying to do.
oh, I thought it
I
was.
thought it was like
I
blue or
thought-
something. I was like, what is going on?
Where did that thing go?
I don't know why it didn't want to let me flush it a minute ago, but I gotta make sure I have clean blood before I put my sink. Not polluted blood.
Yeah, I didn't realize what you were doing. I was like, oh, something went wrong with it.
That's weird, you get all that blood and I get it all tucked back out and separate.
I know. Yeah, you take blood, find out if you need blood.
Well, that's how you think that's what.
That's just so crazy.
It's the only way to count them blood cells.
How long does it take your body to make blood?
Everybody's different. It's made in your bones.
Really?
Mhm.
Huh. I didn't know it was made in bones.
Your bones are the one, or the bone marrow makes it.
I did not know that.
That's what I was.
Well, one of those has some of the fluid.
Oh.
Yeah, because you gotta clear that out before you send your sample. Mhm. You shall get- you take one now.
Really be coming out easy right there.
I've not seen this movie in forever. It was really good.
He's probably one of the best actors.
Pretty good.
Morgan Freeman though is so easy. I love his voice.
But ain't nobody like Morgan
No,
Freeman.
his voiceover, he can tell a story, and his voice is just
I love-
like one of them you get glued to.
Yeah, I like when he's the narrator.
Yeah, the narrator, oh my lord, he is.
He's a good narrator.
Yeah,
He's a very talented man.
yes,
He's got very interesting views about religion and things.
yeah. Yeah, I just watched,
Oh, I've never actually seen it.
oh my god, I think that's actually based on a true story.
I don't know, I'm sure there are probably more than one story similar to it.
Yeah. He worked for FedEx, plane went down, was staying on the island for many years.
I've seen pieces and scenes of
Oh my god,
it,
it's good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen it either.
but I just never watched it.
But Saving Private Ryan was probably one of the best movies.
No, that is based on a
Yeah,
100%
yeah.
true story.
It was 5 boys, 5 sons, and they all got killed except for one.
Yep,
That's
because
bad.
they saved him,
Yep,
they went and got him before he got
a
killed.
lot of them died, just about all of them died saving.
My son really wanted to watch that movie so bad, and then I felt like a bad mom because he got so upset
Yeah.
while we were watching it, and I know he's got a good little heart, so I put him on. Is fascinated with war stories and veterans and things like that. Combat, you know, the way combat is carried out, what kind of weapons are used in the military, all that.
Well, you know, they're the reason why we're able to do what we do.
No,
People put them down, I hear people putting them down, and it makes you, because see, they're the reason they're able to put them down. If you're in another country like Russia, guess what? They're gonna take your life. You don't, Putin, and you don't, get on TV and badmouth them, because might not show them doing it right there, but you get a visit, I promise you.
what is already scanned? I don't remember scanning it, but
I think you did.
clearly I must have, because it's not letting me scan it now.
I like these new chairs.
Huh?
I like these new chairs. It's a lot different from the other chairs.
Yep, I scanned it.
I can't. I mean, I can ask somebody to do it for me.
All right, I will have to call the doctor again, because he's not yet wrote our order. I think he's wanting to talk to his attending first.
Oh.
Go through so many channels.
You know,
You may
why
be-
do you hear, is there any way we can,
Yeah,
I don't know, if it may not have enough, but that's just like a way of hanging, you know, I don't.
one thing, let's make it a little bit less heavy.
Well, I mean, things together, it's just-
And then,
Well, and sometime when I get up, I take them, yeah, I didn't know if you was gonna be the nurse, but sometimes I hope it's in the bathroom,
yeah.
so it may go off, something. But I even look at that.
Do you unhook this, or you take it with you?
I just take the whole thing with me.
Okay, good.
I didn't want to let me
Right,
take
that's
a chance with it.
for the best.
Yeah, that way it ain't getting no air. I just take the, whole thing with me.
Sounds good.
Only thing I unplug is these things, you know, my cup and my finger,
Yeah. Have her help you, unplug that the first time you do it, because I think the battery is low, so that's.
I didn't even have to unplug it while ago.
Oh, yeah.
I just left the door,
Yeah, that'll probably reach,
yeah, it did. Just long enough.
yeah.
I don't like messing around, I didn't want to unplug it, but
Yeah,
you never know. Well, I'm gonna hit it, it'll tear it off, but I know that would hurt. I've had this eye bleed now. That's what it's gonna look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's an email for you.
Yeah, but you know, it was a guy that done that, he did, he actually done pretty good. The guy that finally hit that one, he was in the military, he was telling me he was, had been in the military, and I mean, he hit it bam.
I'm sure she probably knows. His name is Steven.
He hit it bam, just right off.
Yeah, I don't know.
That whole, all over, that on the sword.
He said they call him the assassin or something like that. He said.
Well, you know, in the military, you gotta do, you gotta be quick. And I don't know if he's ever in active service, but you just think, you getting shot at.
I don't struggle too much with that, even the hard ones.
Yeah.
I was an ER nurse for a long time.
Yeah, well, it kept moving on me.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
And my veins used not be like that.
Yeah,
He's got wigglers.
I was good, I guess.
mine roll now as
Yeah.
well, where they used to not do
And
that.
just 'cause you get.
Or rollies,
you get
something like
looser or
that.
something,
Everything all the connective tissues get looser,
Yeah. They can get older.
Oh, yeah.
But you're as old as I am.
Oh, you're not as much older as you probably think.
I'm 56.
40.
Well, I 16 years is a long time, but whew, trust me.
That's a whole
when you-
teenager.
When you hit that 50 yard mark, you're like, ooh, 40 wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Mm.
And my wife, she'll be 32 next
I'll
month,
be 32 next month.
you know, and we have a little 3-year-old.
I bet he was a button too.
Oh, he is.
He's a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a Sour Patch Kid is what we call him.
They said they'll let him come up just for a few minutes tomorrow.
Yeah, just when she was born, the first day, I said, I'm going to dress this child up as a Sour Patch Kid for Halloween. She is a Sour Patch Kid.
But he is a monster truck nut.
My son did
I
too.
love
He's
monster
been to two
trucks.
of the monster truck deals, one
He watched Meteor and the Monster Truck Friends.
No.
He
It's a good
watches.
show.
Is it?
Christian based, yeah.
I'll have to try. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, 'cause some of them other ones not good.
It's Christian based. It's cute. It's real cute.
Really?
I'll have to check it out.
What's the name of it?
Meteor and the Monster Truck Friends.
Me or the Monster Truck Friends. I'll have to look it up.
That's all my son wanted to watch.
Yeah, we got so many monsters. You can't even walk in a bedroom.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Every time you go to Walmart.
And that's all right, the ones I'm on, and he picks out the cheaper one, that's the amazing thing. He could walk in there and pick out something that's,
Right.
easily at Walmart, $200.
Let him do it.
Yeah,
Let him
yeah.
pick the
And
chicken.
he always gets the cheap way, he thought, them too big, them too big. They're name brand, like Monster Truck, Monster Jam, but they're just
It's,
small, they try to get the big one, too big, too big.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's good that he likes the
Yeah.
little ones.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, my son did the monster trucks, and he did the Meteor and the Monster Truck Friends when he was real little.
Yeah.
That age group it's a little kid show. It's
Yeah.
a little bitty kid show.
Yeah.
okay,
It's for preschool age.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah.
yeah,
Watched that till he outgrew it, and now he's a history buff, and he wants to know everything about every war.
That's pretty cool though.
Hey, you never know, he might grow up and design some, all weapons not bad, he might design weapon that can save a lot of lives.
He's designed a lot in his stories.
Yeah, that's how, that's the key thing, you
You know,
never know.
when he writes, when he writes stories, he writes military stories.
Yeah, okay, hey, you know, the fantasy that people have ends up, and the dreams that they have ends up being reality.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's the way, look at some of the stuff in this world you would never think was
Some of the movies, I
even
mean,
possible,
Yeah.
and they actually got the stuff, you
Yeah,
know.
that is crazy. Some of the stuff that I've learned over the last few years that's actually present in this world, and
mm-hmm.
I'm like, that, if you could tell me that 10 years ago, I would look at you like a
Yeah,
moron.
Right.
it's crazy,
Like,
crazy,
it
but.
sound like something out of a sci-fi
Star
movie.
Wars.
Right.
Yeah, Star Wars movie or something.
Yeah, like it's supernatural.
Yeah.
Some of it is.
Yeah.
Yes, some of it
Some
is.
of it is.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna send this off,
Okay.
and if you get to hurt me too bad and I haven't watched anything, just remind me. That's gonna start beeping soon because we're empty.
Okay.
But I've ordered it, so hopefully it'll get here soon.
Okay. Yeah, I think my last one spoke in the morning or something.
I think you're supposed to be done with the sandistatin in the
Oh,
morning.
okay.
I don't know about the pinto.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That you was mad about? Oh Lord, you missed all the all the U.S. Canada debates. Here, hold this for me.
Yeah.
Greenboro was saying that he didn't want Canada to be a 51st state, and where is it at? Where's it at?
What?
Where's my iPad?
In my pocket?
I don't have a pocket.
It's been in here. Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, I
And then Soggy was talking about the Canadian healthcare, and Upcar was saying that was saying that at least you can go to the doctor when you want to. Some people, die waiting on to get into a specialist.
yeah. Oh crap! Oh, I could drop the phone. Well, uh, I I try not to get too political, but you know, I like everybody. I like all people, and I think Canada's just like the United States. We have a lot of politicians that's not good for the people that's in their country. That they only worry about themselves. They want to claim that they're worried about everybody else, but that's in every country. Yeah, there, NC Matt. I'm doing better, uh, but y'all have to excuse the way I look. My hair's in a mess. Dang, it is in a mess. Well, I look like a wild man. Uh, we can only live in the country that we live in. I mean, I guess you can go to another country, but I mean, I love my country just like I know people, Canadians love their country, but they don't always like the people that's running their country. But and everybody says, well, you got a choice, you can election. Well, always elections don't go as it don't always matter about the votes. So anyway, saying that, I got a lot of Canadian friends on here, and I think Canada is a beautiful country, and I don't think they'll ever become the 51st state. Uh, I think they probably going to change a lot of their uh, government here pretty quick because I'm just going by what Canadian people tell me they don't like. They ain't crazy about that guy that's running it now.
He resigned apparently.
Yeah,
Too
so,
slow.
but I
Too
don't,
slow.
I don't know nothing. I don't know about all that. Oh, you got to go get your gallbladder. Yeah, that's not fun either. Yeah, you're right, Overcon. The reason why I'm trying to get out there on my place, I mean, you can't never can't never completely get away from the government in the country you live in, but you can get your little piece of property out like that, and once you get out there, the government don't care about you. You know, you get out there and just mind your own business,
As long as you
and
pay your taxes.
as long as you pay your taxes, they don't, you know. I mean, you're never gonna get away from your government. Never, no matter how. And it's you can move to this country, you can move to that country, and every country
It's got its problems.
has its problems. They have some of their stuff might be better in one way, like medical, and then other ways that might be like a lot worse. You know,
Yeah, like people talk about how Thailand, it's so cheap to like live in Thailand and stuff like that.
yeah, Yogi, you got to pay. You're gonna have to pay your taxes. That's for dang sure.
Yogi, are you not still driving? Yogi was on his way to the dispensary with no glasses.
Yeah. Well, I can't see with or without my glasses. I don't think sometimes.
Can't see without his glasses.
But so I everybody knows that I like everybody. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from Russia. Where you from?
As
They
long as you're
all
respectable.
they all have good people, y'all. The people, the government does not make the people. The people always gets the raw end of the deal, and a lot of people holds it things against certain people from certain countries because they look at see how the government is. Well, that's not who them people are. You got people live in Russia way off out in the middle of nowhere that don't keep up with all that stuff. Some of the best people that you can ever meet. Probably
Boy,
give you the shirt off the back. It's like that everywhere. It's good people.
that's just like Opegon and Soggy were saying earlier is that you only, some of these countries, you only know what you see
Yogi's
online.
wife said, "Yeah, the night glare, hello, the night glare is crazy." Yeah, he's driving still. Yeah, he sounds like me, hard headed.
I can't drive without glasses, and I don't even wear glasses. Some of them headlights is, I don't know what they use them for headlights now.
She's still eating. You're right, Soggy. I always say that. As long as you treat. I was in here one day. We was doing a live, and it was somebody from uh, Saudi Arabia coming here, and he was very respectful. He's come here before, and then it was a certain person. Well, you need to kick him out. I was like, why? Why do I need to kick him out? Well, because he's uh, uh, some kind of Muslim or something. I said, okay, I don't care. I'm a Christian. I don't care what his belief is. You know, he seems like a good guy, and he's welcome staying here and be my friend as long as he wants, as long as he treats me with respect. And he used to come here quite a bit, but he quit coming in here. Which certain parts of that country they don't always have electricity or internet and stuff like that. They're not as fortunate as we are. All people over there is not bad either. Uh, our country kind of they're worse than our government because they control their people a lot more. But just saying, there's good people everywhere. I wasn't gonna kick him out because of where he's from. I mean, why? That would be a hypocrite of me. Uh, People got to remember, didn't none of us live in this country? Uh, we was all born here. We're all, uh, from other parts of the world at one time or another, or our people was, our ancestors. So anyway, I'll get off of that. Uh, but anyway, because I got uh, late night with the law. Hey, Jet, how you doing? Yeah, trying to get over, trying to get. Hey, Jet, how you doing? Trying to get over this uh, little surgery again. Yeah, all any of my bots, I always tell them, you just don't kick somebody out just because. Uh, Sometimes their might be a little bit different views than mine or theirs, but as long as they're being respectful, You know, that's what these channels are for. Everybody deserves a chance to, you know, it's different than being a troll and having your views. And I don't care what color your skin is or where you're from. Uh, that don't matter to me because you got good people everywhere. Uh, it's, I mean, you know, that's just the way I've always been. That's the way I was raised. I hear you, Jet. But you know, it's yeah, because you know, uh, the funny thing is, Obacon, is you can meet somebody on here that lives clean across the world. I'm talking about on the other side, and you get to talking to each other. And you're like, they seem like they have the exact same views as me. I mean, they. It's weird. Like they almost the same as you know the way they live is almost the same as you are. You know, you because in your head, you know, you got uh, uh, they're gonna be totally different because they, you know, maybe not speak your language or wasn't raised in your, you know, where you was raised, but uh, in the end, at the end of everything, they almost just like you are. Yeah, I'm in the hospital, Jet.
Oh, that's so you.
Yeah, I got I waited too long again on getting. I had one of them. Here's Angelica. She can talk to you.
Woo! Sorry, I'm having fun in this chair over here.
Yeah, she could tell you all
Fred
about it.
said you sure are a handsome feller.
No, I looked. I seen myself. Oh my God, my hair looked like I got demon in me or something.
Okay, so technically we had another upper GI bleed from the esophageal varices related to the non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. They had to go and put 6 bands on it. He got a unit of blood last night. They said during the procedure he was vomiting, throwing up blood. So they had to intubate him. So he was in the ICU last night. I think they even said he was on a ventilator during the procedure, which I didn't find that out till later. So, yeah. Jet said, bless your heart. Obakan said, I chatted with a Chinese person live stream excavator work, and it was interesting how a lot of the problems they have with government, we do here too. That's when I realized we're definitely communists. So you say, you know who has got plans for you yet, Stephen. You're blessed with a beautiful wife and a handsome and happy boy. I know your homestead will be finished before you know it. Hey there, Jet. How you doing? You want that back?
No, you can. My hair is. Look here. I'm just making it worse.
This chair is
What
like,
hair I got left? I guess that'd be the next thing that leaves me is my darn hair. But hey, one thing about it, I won't have to brush it. I won't have to worry about the way it looks.
your head anyway.
Yeah, I wear a hat
I feel
anyway.
like this chair is locked somewhere.
You done tore it up. You're sitting there talking about how you like it, and then you done tore it up.
Oh, I just feel like it's not
But
all the
I
way
don't know. I just seem like I'm falling apart. But I knew about 2 or 3 days before this happened. I knew I was going to end up in I got that I was going to end up at the hospital. I knew I was bleeding.
And you know what? You did it. Steven's trying to go ahead and meet our deductible for the year.
Because I told you, I know people don't hear this, but one way to know when you bleed inside, your poop gets solid black. And in those couple of days before that, it was about as black as you could get. So I knew it was coming, but in my mind, I didn't want. I thought, you know, thinking, you know, you always think it would be okay, but it's not. It's not okay.
Be safe, Yogi.
Yeah, yo, you be
He's
safe.
driving home.
Yeah.
So I just want to know. Oh, by the way, Jet, Yogi's wife is in here. We got introduced to Miss Yogi today.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was married.
So I want to know the dish you made, which I cannot pronounce. How is it different than like chicken nachos? Because it just sounded like nachos. He said it was chicken chips and green sauce and of course toppings. Sounds like nachos, right?
That sounds like a chicken tortilla or something. Tortilla, chicken, I don't know.
Sounds like nachos.
Yeah, I sort of like nachos.
So how is it different than nachos? I can't even begin to pronounce what it's called.
Probably like
Is that hot enough?
Where's my? There it goes back there.
I don't know how. I don't
You ain't
know
gotta turn on me, do you? I don't wanna see my butt. Don't turn on me. Girl.
how. Thanks, Soggy. Thanks for making me feel great. He said chicken nachos is probably just what non-Mexicans call it. I mean, listen, nacho's a nacho,
Okay, now I gotta unhook all this stuff.
not the nasty cheese. I like me good nachos. Steven, what was that? Thursday, Thursday or Friday? Or was that Monday?
I don't know, this, unhooking all this crap.
And it might have been Monday. Steven wanted some nachos from the Mexican restaurant. Oh, we got nachos Jalisco's, which you know is like chicken, steak, and shrimp. Oh, so good.
Okay, one, okay. Oh, I did it. Okay,
So-
where am I hooked up now?
Got your blood pressure cut.
Yeah. I'm a little weak. I like to feel, I couldn't come out early.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, probably because you haven't been really moving around.
Well, if it wouldn't have been a small bathroom, I probably would have, because I caught myself on that, wall right there. I just stood up and like went sideways on one, what the heck?
Have egg in it? Huh. Well, that would make it different than a nacho. But I do love me some Tex-Mex. I love Taco Bell. Like, Taco Bell is one of my go-tos. Love Taco Bell. I mean, just anything. But my favorite cuisine would probably have to be Chinese. Thank you, Jet. We really do appreciate it. We made that short yesterday, and we're part of that gift thing, and so I really needed to do another live before the end of the month. So I was like, hey, let's just go and do live, give people another update, because I know everybody is worried. Oh, Taco Bell is amazing. It used to be really, really cheap, but it is not cheap. No more. I mean, yeah, Chinese is classic. Of course. I'm glad you have Taco Bell in Canada. I posted about us at the Waffle House on our Facebook, and Soggy's like, oh, we don't have Waffle House. And I keep forgetting that he's a foreigner. Like, Taco Bell used to be so cheap. You used to could, eat a lot for like, a couple bucks. But now, they're not, actually, fast food, there's nothing cheap anymore. Like, we were talking about it the other day, and the way fast food prices are, you might as well go out and eat at a restaurant, because it's going to be about the same price. Going to lunch or whatever, going to McDonald's, you're going to spend $10, $15 a person. I might as well go eat a steak. I mean, it's not cheap no more. I mean, there's no dollar menu no more. This world is just going to hell in a handbasket, ain't it? Ignore my hair. Yeah, you're not getting much. I usually get a $5 box actually, but I like their that value menu. They have loaded nachos. They're like $2.99 here. Oh, I love those things. Taco Bell Hotel. Where is that at? Huh? Stand on Mexico. Oh my Jesus. I don't think so. I've never heard Taco Bell Hotel. That's crazy. Is there a Taco Bell in it? But it's good. Steven hates Taco Bell. Anytime he's like, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, well, you know me. Taco Bell, Burger King, either one. But you know what? Taco Bell isn't liquid. Jet, that's not even right. That's messed up. He said Taco Bell Hotel is the tent city behind the dumpster. I mean, I used to could eat good at Taco Bell for like nothing, but now I'm telling you, it's you can't get nothing cheap. Oh, it's just pop ups. Hmm. I literally have never heard of it. No, he had an upper GI bleed, and they had to go do 6 bands on esophageal varices, which is related to the non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver.
I can start my own petroleum plant, I got some ideas. Got that in.
Cause I'm
Oh,
just
crap, I'm not just mashing. I might just sped that up.
did the numbers change?
I don't know, I put something.
One was on the 5 and one was on the 10.
One's on the 20, one's on the 40 now.
Oh, that one's done anyway.
What's that right there? Where'd that come from?
What is what?
Yeah, that's the count.
No, it's the. Hold on. It's the.
That's what's been hurting, irritating the booty.
Your mat.
Is
Your butt mat.
that my cat?
Your butt mat.
We'll move that stuff in.
Turn the movies up.
Move that just bed down. Oh, crap. Okay.
That better?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Oh, oh, okay.
Oh, guys, I gotta put my patient back to bed. My granny was a nurse. She was an LPN, and she wanted me to go to nursing school. I just can't.
And,
I just can't.
and you can handle my chicken pot now, dear. Just smack on it a little bit. It is liquid, ain't it?
My worry is if the middle first.
Uh,
My worry is if the middle first. Take it easy. It smells good. I had to have some of that. Sorry. Bark.
that was spicy.
Yeah, Steven has not had a TMI has not had a bowel movement since yesterday morning. He was like, "Oh, you should have got me Taco Bell," because I got him some coffee to help.
Better eat this, real spicy. I'll
Um,
be good for me.
I know.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, Benito, it's like
Give me a plate or something. Yeah.
pudding or Jello.
Pudding.
Pudding from the pudding.
Mhm.
Pudding pop.
Pudding. Pudding.
Oh, I thought this was
I know that, but I'm gonna use that. That's fine. I learned some other thing. Yeah, but don't he die in this one? Don't he spot do a trade?
Creasy.
Huh?
Oh, creasy.
Huh?
Oh, creasy. Oh, well, this is a swim. It's not working. I wish I could have this one on. Have to dig in the trash. Yeah, I just dug in the trash. Sorry about that. Yeah, Benito, he was in pain. The surgeon told me that his stomach was full of blood. He had been complaining about a while just about his stomach hurting and cramping and having just like bad gas, just a lot of different stuff that happened the last time. And then yesterday when he was at work, he wasn't feeling well and was just like breaking out in cold sweat, which is the same thing that happened last time. Um, it was partly our fault just because we had and went back and got the so
Yeah, like a used car. You go back and get oil change.
Soggy said, I'm very glad Steven is feeling well enough to joke around and chat. I've been worried about you all.
Yeah.
You know, Steven, if he can open his mouth and words come out, he's gonna joke.
I was having strokes and I was still making jokes.
I'm saying if he can speak, oh, I don't want to get that TV in there. If he can speak, he's gonna make jokes. So, Millard, Owen, so you're supposed to go back for maintenance, so they can do another scope and just check because apparently they band them, like they put like rubber bands on them, and so they can die off. You know, cuts the blood flow. They're supposed to die off.
And doctor didn't.
Yeah, but he couldn't have Taco Bell because Taco Bell is not part of the liquid diet.
Yeah, but that wouldn't let me poop.
Yeah, but it's not part of the liquid diet. We do not want to irritate your esophagus.
I better quit talking about Taco Bell because I know to get people copyrighted. I mean, I like Taco Bell. Taco Bell just don't like me.
Yogi said 30% sawdust, 70% mystery meat. Don't talk about Yogi. Do not. I love me some.
Oh Lord, what that?
Your medicine's over again.
Huh?
I don't know what medicine that is.
Is it done?
Something in the line. Air in the line.
Yeah. Where's my paper?
Huh? At the back. Soggy said, sawdust, the tastiest of all fillers.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know ice cream got
Oh yeah,
sawdust in it.
all ice cream has sawdust in it,
It's
apparently.
a filler.
Jet said laughter is the best medicine till it messes up your stitching.
Yeah.
Yogi said a college tried to call out Taco Bell for having sawdust in their meat, saying it had 20%. Taco Bell came back with no, it has 30%. It's like, if you gonna talk about me, you better get that number
Get
right.
it straight.
Get that number right. Jen said air in the line sounds like something that would make my blood pressure go up.
Yeah. I think it's out though. Yeah. It's out.
Yeah, that's why it's air in the line.
Well, it's not good there in your system, is it? I let it blow up like a
Gotta
balloon.
call the nurse.
Oh, doctor.
Give me the news. I gotta. Oh, okay, thank you. She said she hears it. She's coming. Um,
Just because it's at that door.
the medicine is out. We didn't know if you.
You did make.
Oh, you're.
I didn't know if you heard it or not.
I
think
did
it's out.
not hear it, so I'm glad you guys told us.
So that air line, I got to look and I said, wonder why? I think it's just ran
Cause
out.
there ain't nothing left.
It just ran out.
I'll let you guys know, okay?
Thank you. Would you ask her if she heard back from the doctor too about some
Yes,
medicine?
ma'am.
Thank you.
I got a bad case of loving you. Y'all hear me singing?
No, let us copyright it.
Y'all should have heard me after I got that 4 milligrams of morphine.
It was so funny. He was holding to me like, whoa, whoa. I shook out on video. He was like, whoa,
Hey, that,
whoa.
look, I'm not kidding you. It hit me like a ton of brick. And then it kind of, it's like, made me sick at my stomach, like, whoa. I mean, just turned my stomach upside down for just a few seconds.
You
I'm
want some
like,
more?
no, I don't want no more morphine. Uh-uh. I could be a junkie. Ain't no way.
Y'all, Stephen got the Michael Jackson drugs nurse procedure. He was on propofol.
Oh my God, that stuff. Oh, that stuff. I swear. I don't know. You don't remember. I mean, you don't even know you're in the world anymore.
Well, Jet, Stephen tried to avoid. Jet was saying I avoid hospitals just to be safe. But as you said, Soggy, that's just me. Because Soggy said I like to panic. Well, he did avoid the hospital as long as he could, and he
Yeah.
would have died.
Another day. I wouldn't have lasted another day or two. I mean, I absolutely wouldn't have. I would have died.
Soggy said I broke both my arms at once, and I got so much morphine. I thought the doctor was my dad, and my dad was the doctor.
Yeah, that morphine. I've had. I'm gonna tell you that
Yes, thank God.
OxyContin is actually stronger to me than morphine, but I took oxy pill pills. It don't hit you all at once. That morphine, when they put it in that IV, it's like it just hits you so fast. It's whew. So, but
Good, I'm glad you made it home.
yeah, I am tell you, OxyContin's pretty strong stuff, pretty bad. I was taking some OxyContin when, y'all know I had tore my knee all up.
That just doesn't sound smart.
Tore it up. I mean, I tore everything in. I was bad shape for about a year. Anyway, they put me on OxyContin to start with, and I'm not gonna lie, I was getting addicted to it. And I called them up. I said, y'all gonna have to give me something less addictive and less potent. And they end up putting me on what's the next step under that?
Hydrocodone, Tylenol 3s.
Hydrocodone. And that's what I ended up getting on. I took it for a little while and then I quit taking it. Some of that medicine is so addictive. That OxyContin, I'm gonna tell you, if you take one of them, you don't feel no pain.
Well,
No pain.
nowadays, they hardly want to give you any kind of pain medicine because so many people are addicted and using it just to get a fix.
You know, I had sense enough to know I was getting addicted to it, so I quit taking it. I told my, I got through my OxyContin, I threw what I had left away, because I didn't even take it.
Crazy.
What time did she leave? Didn't kill her.
Nope. Can't keep a Negro down.
Don't say that loud.
I was gonna say something else, but I figured that probably wouldn't be right. I can say it, I'm black.
Calling dad to dad.
Crazy.
Oh,
It's called crazy. You did go a little emoji crazy, Jet. How you been? We ain't seen nobody in a long time. We ain't been doing lives very much.
for my job, that I'm on, I can't do live, so they got me picking. He messed up when they shot him.
Mm-hmm. Had the wrong one. We missed you guys so much too. Still ain't seen this guy. He's been commenting on some of our videos.
I haven't seen him.
But I know he was kicked off of going live for a week.
They put him in timeout.
He's cannot seem to be on his best behavior.
I'm glad you enjoyed him that too.
That's all right.
I would have could eat the crap out of him as a kid. Mm. Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't had anything all day. I'll be glad to get better
And I
too.
feel better than I did yesterday.
Well, Jet, wasn't it earlier that I saw that you were live, but then when I tried to click on YouTube, you weren't live. Byron Gate is staying with my parents, and I actually should have texted and checked on him, but they're probably asleep. Hopefully he's asleep. He usually is a late sleeper, but maybe being with somebody else, maybe he'll do better. I cried.
I don't like leaving days. I don't like leaving at all. I just don't like to be away from me.
Fun fact, I have never broken a bone.
My house cut bones off too.
Yeah, Jet, it was like, Jet Ison is live. And I didn't click on the notification, but I opened YouTube and then I didn't see it.
I stuck a bolt clean through that hand right there and broke that main bone right there.
Are you giving up on your dreams of being a content creator, a YouTube influencer?
Y'all my fingers, brother. I'm PT. Come on home. Home.
Are you on morphine now? Because you already used that joke.
Home. Here in a minute, I'm gonna get on my bicycle and fly across the sky. I could have yesterday when I had this 4 milligram morphine.
Well, that's good, Jet. YouTube's about to kill my dream.
Yeah, we we've met a lot of good people on here, but it didn't. It ain't.
It's discouraging sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys are amazing.
yeah,
Nothing new with you guys. It's just,
yeah. Yeah, we've met some good people on here. Got some good friends on here.
I just can't seem to understand how some people just like blow up on here and have, thousands of views every time they put up a video. Like, it's so crazy. Like, people look at our number of subscribers and think that we're like doing so great, but we're not.
Yeah,
I mean, our last like long form video, I don't even know if there's 100 views on it.
yeah. I'm to be honest, the only reason we still do it is because of the friends like y'all. Because we like, y'all are our friends. And, but we got a lot of subscribers, but we just don't get that many views on the video.
I don't know what people are looking for. I honestly cannot figure out what the YouTube.
We're not professionals, I guess. Uh, One thing, don't do a lot of editing, but we like to be real about stuff.
I mean, because we follow Wilson Forest Lands, Lumber Capital Yard, because that was 2 channels Steven used to really watch. And I get so discouraged. Or Solomon and Sandy, you look up and they posted a video like an hour ago and it's got like 10,000 views on it already. Like, what the frick? Like, it's just, they're so crazy.
Yeah.
Can you hold this one for me?
Yeah, Yogi, it's crazy, and you'd be surprised at what people wants to watch, or what people actually watch. Uh, there's a lot of channels that people just make up stuff to do, and it's not even real stuff. Uh, but and then that's what some people like to watch. They go through the roof, and most of ours is just real life, everyday problems, and hurdles and stuff in life. But you'll be surprised that the people out there don't even know what real life is like. So. What you doing in my pocket, woman?
Oh, I was going to show you. So, this is the.
I know, yeah, come to Lucy, yeah. Yeah, I done. Yeah, I done been. That's the battery.
And you want to make sure you keep that part of it.
You what?
Buy new cartridge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much these are. They can't be that much.
Probably
It was
not.
like $20.
But with makes this the challenge worthwhile. This because of people like y'all. Uh, it's what makes it worth doing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Yogi. Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy. It. I don't know. I know one thing. It's done getting late, ain't it? I didn't realize it was 11 o'clock. Oh, there's a clock. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Every time I go to sleep in here, though, one of the nurses come in, wake me up, which is their job. But it seems like it's right at the minute I really go to sleep, get good sleep, and then they come in. Uh, my arm getting tired. Ten, yeah, 10,000 acres.
10,000 acres.
Yeah,
Who's got 10,000 acres?
yeah, yeah. I've been getting tired myself, but I slept a little while today. Yeah, that is a good deal. There you go. Yeah, sorry, it's
Ooh. Yeah, hopefully Soggy will be home tomorrow. Oh, I would never pay for views on YouTube. That's so stupid. That's a good way to get your channel shut down too.
do what?
Pay for views. I should ask them for a blanket. It's a little chilly in here now. It's a little chilly now. You getting chilly? Yeah, that's one thing which Steven says that he. Thank you, Soggy. I really appreciate it. He sent us $50 Canadian.
Ah, well, thank you, Soggy. I know you're strapping right now like the rest of us, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. I've never had a Canadian. I had a Canadian penny one time, and I kept it for a long time. I was a little kid. I found it, or I was at a store and bought something.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they gave me a Canadian penny back.
that's
I
because
thought,
they don't look at it.
well, I thought it was neat because Canadian penny. I don't know what they look like now, but back then they looked like a regular penny, but they had different symbols and stuff on it. No, I mean, you, I guess you could pay with Canadian dollars right here, can't you?
I wouldn't think you could.
Well, how would?
I think that stuff like that gets through because it looks like our penny. If you
Okay.
don't look at it, if I am I right? Aren't they like bronze Jet said he's got a Canadian penny.
Yeah, I had it for years. I don't know what I ended up doing with it.
He says, I know it's not much, but hoping to get you guys some dinner when you're out.
Hey, look, that's plenty. I appreciate it. As everybody know, we're not greedy folks. Every little bit is a lot to us in this day and time, this economy.
You know, everybody's struggling.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, I really appreciate it. Might go buy some Taco Bell.
You don't even like Taco Bell.
I'm just kidding. You know, that's a sad part about it, y'all. All jokes aside, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, and all of them got so expensive. A family of three can go through there. You're gonna spend $20-something dollars.
More than that.
Or maybe $30 just for a meal. That's crazy.
Jet said saving it for when I meet a Canadian. Soggy said our small change often passes, but our bills look like monopoly money.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't even know what I've never seen a real Canadian dollar, I don't guess, but I had a Canadian penny. Yeah, it looks just like a regular. I think it's a little bit small. I think it's more like the size of a dime.
Well, and you know, like if you read it like a vending machine, you know, that thing just goes like based on weight.
Yeah, it looks just like a penny. I think it's just a little smaller than a penny. I might be wrong. It's been a long time since when I had it. But
I mean, it looks like. Oh, the Royal Canadian Mint stopped making pennies in 2011, but they're still legal tender.
huh. Well, you know, they're talking about making penny. Well, the problem is it costs more to make a penny than what it's worth because of the price of copper here.
What? Yeah, it costs so much to.
I mean, I don't know about now, but a penny used to be 100% copper back in the day. And as far as the weight of it, it costs more to make it than what it's worth. Huh.
No, they look about the same.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but yeah.
Fred said at work we all have been eating a lot of White Castle. They have a special 10 cheeseburgers for $6.21.
White Castle, we have them here. Who's that?
Fred, you said you didn't like White Castle. You said it's over here.
Not that I'm just saying that we have White Castle here.
Fred lives in freaking Indiana.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't know who you said it first.
It is Indiana, right?
I'm not crazy about White Castle. I'm not crazy about Whataburger either. I do like the Big Mac though. But they're not as good as they used to be.
Oh yeah, I don't think Canadian money would pass in America.
Oh my lord, it does look.
They're very colorful.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Monopoly money. It does. Who's all the people? Why they got so many different people?
Where's the queen? Oh, she was a tough old biddy, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was around for a long time.
I didn't think she'd ever go. Fred lives 10 miles southwest of Louisville, Kentucky, across the river.
Yeah.
Jet
Yeah,
said
that's
Canadians and Americans have been spending each other's currency in the wrong places so long that our currency is almost the same value and we're nowhere close to being equal on the world stage.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
That I know, right? Soggy said I thought she might be immortal. To be honest,
Yeah.
I didn't think she ever was gonna pass. Like,
I guess she was pretty good, wasn't she? I mean, pretty good. Yeah. I guess. I mean, I really don't. I just know about what I say on the, never lived in Canada, so I wouldn't know.
Jet said that's why we just need to take it. We already had this discussion earlier. Fred said it takes 4 cents to make a penny.
And a Canadian 4 cents. Okay.
No, like our.
Oh, 4 cents. I know. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. It costs you 4 times as much to make something equal a penny. It takes 4 cents to make 1 penny. 1 penny.
Okay, so for everybody coming on, Stephen had an upper GI bleed that stems from the non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. He has esophageal varices, and they were dilated, and they had to do 6 bands, and we have to come back in like 4 to 8 weeks to get a recheck to make sure that those died off. If not, they'll have to get rebanded again. I think it would just be an outpatient procedure. I don't know if they banned them, if it would be an outpatient procedure, or how that even goes. But he's doing really good now. He was in ICU last night. He had to get a unit of blood. They had to intubate him during the procedure because he was throwing up blood. But he's good now. Well, I mean, he's better. There's no extra bleeding. His vitals look really well. He's got color. No signs of any more bleeding. Cause, cause if there was signs of more bleeding, they were gonna have to do something called a TIPS, which apparently you don't want to get a TIPS done. But everything's looking good so far. We just need to make sure we're better at maintaining it, and I guess actually pay the doctor, even though we have very good insurance.
Yeah.
So there's not. Lane said, "Does this mean he's going to retire from lumber company and focus on working for himself in the homestead?"
No, I can't do it. I would like to. My family doctor, he likes to say different. I don't know. I have to go see him. He's been trying to get me to quit work, but can't afford it.
AI is dangerous. Said, "Hang in there, brother. We know you're built for it tough."
This is matter of fact, y'all, everybody that knows, I wore my hat today.
This is Tiger Cat.
Yeah, does anybody know, don't even say that, this hat, this piece of logging equipment that we run, anybody know where that's made?
Jet said, "I'm glad you aren't feeling awful." Soggy said, "You don't want to tip, that's for sure."
Yeah.
Jet said, "Just crummy." Soggy said, "Sorry." Jet said, "You'll feel like new in no time." Said, "Never give up hope and keep praying."
I will say one thing about Canada and the Canadians, they know how to build equipment, logging equipment,
Tiger Cat.
tire cat.
Soggy said, "Holy crap, where'd that young stud come from?"
That is Tiger Cat, made in Canada, Canada. It was from the beginning it was made in Canada, and it makes some really good equipment.
We don't have mics on, and according to this note over here, we're not supposed to be recording in the hospital. So, and Steven is very he doesn't talk very loud. I talk very loud.
You know,
Jet said, "Be careful bending your arm with the needle in."
I got two, one there and one here. And y'all, I hate needles.
He said he can poke around.
Yeah, y'all can see that right there. That's where they poked me about, I don't know, 5, 6 times there, and then a couple of times there. They couldn't find the vein. All that is needles where they, it's like a junkie. It's like 5, 6 places right there in one spot. That hurt. That crap hurt. And I hate needles anyway. And IV needles are big anyway.
Jet said, "Mess you up real bad." Lane said, "I understand that you're doing what you need to do, but you have to remember that you have to take care of yourself and your family."
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a disability attorney, and they said usually the magic number is they don't want you making over $15.50 a month, or it shows that you have gainful employment. But the thing is, it's hard to stop working and survive off of peanuts while waiting to just don't bend your arm. It's hard to live off of nothing while you're waiting for that to kick in.
We would lose our homestead and everything. That's the reason why I couldn't do it, because we wouldn't be able to keep my homestead. I'd lose everything waiting to get disability.
Ryan said life makes you have to be happy and healthy. So my plan, I don't know if it's Steven's plan, my plan is if we can get the house built and move out there, and then maybe he could not work then. At least not work as much. Ooh, Jet said it could poke through the veins.
Yeah, I remember here that when they blew that,
Oh
come out,
yeah.
they went in one side and come out the other. Last time I was in here, went all the way through my hand, coming, went through the vein and came out. That crap hurt
I thought
too.
that's what she did earlier. I didn't realize she was getting blood out of that,
Yeah,
out of that IV.
yeah, I thought she blew it out too. They blowed one out there. You know, I think I still got that more. Remember that boy that this,
I remember you've been poked so many times. I can't even keep up with it.
last time I was in, well, when I was in here, having my carotid artery surgery and all that, I got, oh my God, I got poked so many times. And I can't, I mean, literally, probably, the whole time I was in here, I wouldn't be afraid to say 70, 80 times at least.
Jed said every time you bend your elbow, you're taking a chance of it poking around.
Yeah, it,
It's hard when they put that in the bend of your arm right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. I like when they put, I guess some things are easier to hit though.
Lane said, I'm just thinking it might be time to cut lumber for yourself and get specialty company that wants your lumber.
Yeah, I was going to look into, uh, a pallet, but I never did. Cutting wood for a pallet mill, you know, not nothing major, but just enough to sustain, what I need, to pay my bills. But we never looked into it, and I forget who that was that told us. Who was that was telling us about putting places to live?
Oh, I forgot. There's been so many people that tell us so many things I can't remember.
I guess I need to look into that further.
Yogi, it's just Stephen's income. My income wouldn't come,
Yeah,
wouldn't matter.
without my income, Angelica couldn't pay the payments on the land.
No, I think it's about as far as disability, getting disability.
Oh, my own personal doctor wants me to, he done told me, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He said, you don't need to be working. He said, I'm behind you 100%. He said,
Technically, Stephen could have got disability years ago when he messed up his leg.
you
So like he said, just got to train Gage and he could drive a tractor while you work from home. He's about that age, right?
yeah,
He'd do it.
he would do it.
Lane said, Stephen, you have to stay healthy for you and your family. It's not easy, but it might be necessary.
Lane, I'm actually getting to thinking of life a little bit different now because Angelica don't like to hear it, but, I'm still able to do things when I'm healthy. But the problems I have don't get better. You don't go to the hospital and get them fixed. They don't get better. It's not like being, just sick or something that you can get fixed and be all right. The stuff I got is progressing as, every year it gets a lot faster. Like that cirrhosis of the liver, it gets, for every year that you're alive, it just deteriorates quicker. So, and I know nobody knows how much time they got in life, nobody. But when you know you've got disease that's ending your life a whole lot quicker, and the odds of me, when I get to the point I have to be on, get a liver transplant, the odds of me getting a liver would be slim to none. My sister died waiting on a liver. She had the same thing I got. And let me tell you, she was doing okay, and then 2 months later, she was like dead. I mean, she was doing good one day. They was even talking about letting her out the next day, and her just overnight, she died. So, I'm thinking, because, when you get up at 3 o'clock every morning, your body, you get wore out. And when you get wore out, your body it deteriorates quicker. And I get up at 3 o'clock, like yesterday morning, I was up 3 o'clock. I was feeling bad. I done told Angelica that, she tried to get me to go to the doctor Saturday, the emergency room, because I told her, I said, I'm bleeding inside. I already know it. She said, well, you know what you gotta do? I said, oh, I know, because my stool was solid black, and I was sick in my stomach, and I was lightheaded, and, my stomach was cramping, like, when I was talking about cramping, it's like severe cramps. And I already moved in, but I was gonna try to make it this week, before I went to the doctor, because we got some big things that we need to pay this week, but they ain't gonna get paid. Uh, But, I mean, I tried to, I've done the best I could, but ain't gonna make it. And I probably won't get to work the rest of the week, because they don't want me to be off a day or two, because the machines is so rough jerking around. I know it don't look like it when I'm doing it live, but it's really hard on your body. You just shaking around, pretty rough sometimes. So, but yeah, I'll probably maybe look into probably trying to retire.
They said SSDI might be an option, but you're restricted to the amount you can make.
Yeah, yeah, I need to, there's a lot of people out there that get that, got a lot less wrong with them than me.
He said, in Ohio, I can tell you, you can only make around $1,200 a month without being kicked off of SSDI.
That's what it is here too.
And now with the retirement age being raised to 67, you might not be able to get back on it. Just want you to
Yeah.
write more of that.
Uh,
Yeah, a few months ago, because Stephen was really adamant about wanting to start the process, I reached out to a disability attorney, and he took all the information and stuff, and then he asked how much Stephen was making, and he was saying that they say anything over 1550 a month is considered gainful employment. Soggy said, God willing, Stephen, my uncle died from the same. I tried to offer my kidney, but we weren't a match. I love that man like a second father.
yeah, yeah, you can get liver transplant, but the thing about it is, this is the sad part about it. They look at, and I know they shouldn't, but they look at people like, if you're lying for a kidney transplant, and say somebody else needs it too, and they look at your age, and they look at your other sicknesses you have, like, I got several other things wrong with me, and it's like, do we really want to waste this kidney on this guy? They do, buddy. They do that. It's a business.
I got my charger on.
It's a business. I know people don't want to believe that, but they do. They choose to give it to somebody else over you. No, it's supposed to be next in line, but that's not the way it works. This society is not what it used to be.
Well, baby, I'll give you my liver.
Maybe you can't live like the rest.
I gave you a piece of my liver.
Yeah, but I think cirrhosis liver is different, and I don't think it will. So.
I know, but they'll take out the rotten liver. You just said your sister was getting a liver transplant.
Yeah, that was a complete liver.
The liver grows.
She was getting but she was needing a complete liver.
So he said it's sad, Stephen. I'd give you my kidney if I could. Liver. I can talk to you. Lane said I could talk to you about how to get around it, but I will call you and we can talk about it later.
Okay. It's appreciate that, Lane.
Yeah, I looked into starting the disability process, and I was like, And so, like I said, I was trying to go through an attorney, because there was this guy that we knew, and he went through an attorney, and apparently they did all of it, and did the when they kicked it back and stuff, they did all of it, and he'd have to. I don't know how much they charge, and end up charging him, but.
We can't hinge on, but then go my views in the end of yarn.
I got yawny out
I don't
of
know
nowhere.
when I had that over surgery in that thing.
This last one? September.
Ain't been that long, is it?
October, November, December, January, February, about 5 months.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not completely 5 months, but yeah.
But anyway.
Gosh, stop yawning. Now I'm yawning.
Yeah.
Stop yawning, because now I'm yawning.
Yeah. Think that's what you turn in.
They were saying if you go through your work and file for disability with your with company attorney, they will take care of all your fees. Well, Logan's not a company. They're really very small businesses. They don't have attorneys on staff or nothing like that.
Logan's totally different. They won't, they, I mean, it don't work that way in Logan. Not in Logan.
So like you said, now I'm yawning. Guess it's contagious across country.
It is, you know, actually, they say John is contagious. I believe it is, really. Because you could not be doing it at all. If somebody decides to do it, next thing you know, you can do it.
He said they have an attorney and they can help. Trust me. I know that guy.
That's weird. Anyway,
You want to watch that show?
And I'm about ready to get off here. Are you gonna stay on?
How am I staying on without you?
Yeah, I think I couldn't get off here because I done got tired.
Some kind of got tired too.
I'm really trying to go to sleep, but the nurses start coming in here later to wake me up. And
Oh.
tell me to sleep.
Oh yeah, they have to do a blood draw every 6 hours to make sure his blood count is. I guess it's fine unless
Yeah.
the it ain't came back
Yeah,
yet.
it was.
No, she just did draw your
Oh,
blood.
yeah. It was done in the I did that. I had it done so many times.
Well, we love you guys, and like I said again, appreciate all thoughts and prayers. Soggy, appreciate the super chat.
I sure do.
We love you guys, and we appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know.
We'll probably try to catch you again tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be going home. Lane said generally it's a third of your initial settlement payment is what they charge and nothing from your following payment. Millard said I've had 14 bands in the last 3 months and I've had a CITES too. Never had active bleeding, praying for you.
Yeah, I had 6 this one time. 6 bands just this one time. Then I had, how many last time? 3?
You told me 3. I
I don't
remember.
remember how many it was.
Jet said rest well. Soggy said love you all too. Take care and hope to see you at home soon. Have a great sleep.
All righty, appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all taking part of your night being in here or daytime. So, what part of the country you from, but kind of what I mean. I appreciate everybody, and everybody have a good night or good morning, or what part of the country you from. So we'll see you later.
Lane said you're still in my prayers, and that isn't gonna change.
I appreciate you there, Lane, and we'll catch you next time, Lane, on here, probably tomorrow sometime. And we'll see everybody then.
Bye.